Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Tales of Telduria. I almost said everyone is here today, but that is going to be the case literally until the end of the campaign. So good job, man.
Yay!
There might be something that comes up that allows the group to split if they so choose, but I don't think you guys would really want to.
Probably not.
You don't
No,
split
I
the
want to
party.
ditch these losers.
Just getting kicked out.
Well, that's the
Going on an
27th
adventure on
weird
my
thing
own.
she
Goodbye,
said.
guys.
So, none of you need to detail what happened last session, because as Locke said before we started, nothing and everything happened all at once. Kelnor invaded Telduria, specifically attacking the capital of Tarantus, and as you fought back the invasion, you learned that Catan and Reich's birth family effectively poisoned a lot of water wells in Kelnor and used that as a way to brainwash pretty much the entire population, to which this caused a very short-lived but extremely bloody and violent civil war that wiped out pretty much half of Kelnor's population. And in the midst of all this, all of you killed off the rest of Catan and Reich's siblings, their father, and almost killed their mother. However, that honor went to Layla, who sacrificed her life in order to erase someone from existence, so to speak. Canonically, this would have happened probably about 2-ish months ago. In the first month, on the generalized side of things, Cain effectively did everything that he could to pull the country back together. He redid Family Day, considering that it didn't actually happen due to the fact that the Civil War started on Family Day. And I believe 2 characters actually participated in that, but I'll let you guys get to that in just a moment. He also held a massive funerary rites for every single individual who died. As a matter of fact, he gave them a Kelnorian military burial, to which he built 2 galleons. The first one held the entire slaughtered, or at least who they could find, slaughtered population of Kelnor from that particular civil war. And the other galleon was entirely for one person, for Layla herself, or at least the remains that could be gathered. Both of these ships were set out to sea, and both Catan and Reich would have been given the honors of releasing the arrows to actually set the ships on fire. Outside of that, Leiku did probably the most queenly thing that she could have done. She spent pretty much all of her time in the first month rebuilding the castle garden, like the main entrance and everything else, where she specifically asked the population of Kelnor, if they could, to bring in a seed or a sapling of their favorite plant so that she can plant it in the garden. Cain also made a statue, and by Cain also made the statue, I mean he himself built it, of Layla to be stationed in the garden, described of the last moments that she had, as described by those who were there. So it's this statue of an incredibly angry rat holding a gun that's twice the size as she, with a plaque that says, "A Teldurian mother with a Kelnorian heart," placed somewhere in the garden. Outside of that, Leiku would have given birth to her twins, Sammy would have given birth to her twins, and Rose would have given birth to her child as well. And Catan, Sammy, and Leiku all would have participated in, I will say, one extremely long and elaborate wedding that took course over the place of 48 actual hours, where the three of them got married more or less back to back to back to back. And baby, could you delete the bot, please?
Silence bot.
Sure.
Kill.
There were other things that people did to try and calm down and relax from the loss of Layla. As described before, Catan and Reich actually participated in Family Day. They dragged along Zamanu, who complained like literally the entire time, Vivi, who straight up never ran out of energy, Daisy, who eventually did, and the two of them more or less hung out, because despite the fact that Catan started off as the most unhinged of all the siblings, he is apparently now the most mentally mature. So he basically went over to Reich's room and grabbed him by his scrawny fucking neck and dragged him around town for half a day. Is there anything that you two would like to add in particular to that summary?
Well, they did have a little talk at the end where they talked about like how they felt after everything that happened. And don't think there's anything else.
You can describe what that talk was about, or are you just gonna vaguely mention it?
So it was basically after everything concluded, Reich pulled Catan aside and asked him how he felt now that the entire chapter with their birth family was essentially concluded. To which Catan answered pretty much exactly like Reich expected him to, that he felt like relieved, kind of free. And Reich just responded that he thought he would feel the same way, but it really isn't. He just feels like he's finally done his job, and that's all. But he also feels that the price was too high that they paid. And then they also talked about the fact that Melinda has done some research about the realm of the dead, and Reich was already planning on going there anyways, but he said now he has another reason to, and he has a lot of people who are very well motivated to join him.
Would Catan like to add anything to it?
No, that was pretty well summarized, honestly.
Okay. You're not gonna mention the fact that Catan can't climb?
That was not part of the conversation that they had after they finished, but yeah, sure.
I was talking about adding anything to the summary as a whole. I was making a joke.
Oh yeah, Zamanu failed.
He did.
No, my poor girl, don't bully her. What has she ever done to you?
She's a bread, and she's a butthole. You don't know what she was like when she first hatched. She was a butthole.
No, I know.
Still is one.
Well, there was also the fact that Felicity and Catan kind of recruited Reich to the endurance training part, where he just said like, yeah, sure, I have nothing better to do better than like crying about it in my room, I guess. To which, funnily enough, Reich has a lot more enthusiasm for endurance training than Catan, apparently.
Yeah, I honestly think that Catan would hate endurance training.
I mean, isn't Catan afraid of Felicity?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Why?
Well, Catan has been Felicity has been described to Catan by Basil as the strongest, and by Leighton as I'm kind of scared of her. And then the very first meeting that Catan had with Felicity is when she casually just tanked a cannonball and dropped it on the floor in front of the group. And then Leighton leaned over and went, "That's your new ball."
Rocks.
Okay, that's more understandable. That kind of fear, though.
I don't know. Vivi thinks she's cool. And,
Of
you know,
course
also,
Phoebe would think she's cool.
and also wants to stop boulders with her bare hands.
No, don't do that.
She is now flexing, going, "Err."
No. How can she be flexing in the recap? Okay. Yeah, it's like
He's metagaming.
That's all she's been doing these past few months.
Just just flexing and growling at people. Well, I wouldn't really say growling. You know what? She sounds like Sin when Sin's trying to flex.
huh?
What do you mean, huh?
I don't try and flex.
Okay, then you don't remember.
So what are you referring to?
You don't remember, then that's fine. We'll move on.
What? What? Okay.
There is something that Lysandra is, I guess, canonically doing in between this, to which, just to briefly summarize it, she yelled at Kane that she wasn't given a job because she's bored, and Kane went, "Okay, then go help heal the soldiers." And now Lysandra and Felicity are in the process of going through all of the barely surviving survivors and doing their best at healing them and or reviving them so that they can reintegrate back into society. That roleplay's not entirely finished yet, but that's more or less what's going on.
Only 3 people have died so far, which I'd say is a success.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Shit. Wait,
4,
how do I count?
4 day 1, 3 day 2.
I thought it was only 2 day 2. Which
So
is also
6 then.
still more than 3.
Yeah, so 6 in total then.
Yeah, 6 people have died, which is still pretty good because it's been like, how many people?
Roughly
Like
400
200
patients.
each day?
Yeah, so roughly
Yeah.
400 patients so far.
So, pretty good so far.
So it's a very good KD ratio.
Can you imagine if it wasn't and we just lost half of the half? Lysandra would be kicked out.
And then I know Sammy did something. Oh, right. Sammy spent the day celebrating Leighton's birthday, which was a surprise to her, but not really a surprise to him because he never mentioned his birthday. But something relatively important did happen during that. As they were preparing for the day, Leighton bullied her over the fact that he doesn't really allow her to do tarot readings, but since it's his birthday, he would allow a special exception. And in the process of doing so, Sammy manifested a familiar by the name of Sarah.
My adorable little Draco baby.
Who likes being pet, but whenever you pet them, they will put you in mouth. They also like to yell the word "Ra" at people.
Almost missile. Almost.
Missile yells raw.
Yeah, he does
Okay,
yell
then
"Ra."
it's missile.
Anything that you would like to add to that, Sammy, or no?
One of the big things about the whole, ritual thing is this would have been the first time genuinely that Leighton showed an interest in Sammy's former culture as a caravaner, because he let her do all sorts of rituals, blood bowl, tarot reading, summoning cards, dream catcher, like the works. And now she has a tiny little baby who has been trying to teach her Draconic, and as it turns out, she can't learn it. So now she has a translator because she can't speak her own national language.
Womp womp.
She's
Why can't
a
you learn
failure.
Draconic?
Venaran cannot naturally learn Draconic.
Huh?
She knows a bunch of other languages. Can't speak Draconic.
Hee.
It doesn't matter though, because she's got a little dragon baby, so.
Which I guess will eventually need art so I can plaster it on the side of your head like I've done Zamanu for right.
Just copy paste the model, change the color. Just hue shift it.
Oh, please. Sarah's not a fucking loaf.
No, Sarai's not a wolf. And then
She's-
the other one was Locke, where Locke attempted to bury himself in any research that he could, staying up for several days without breaks, rest, and I don't even know if he even ate at that time, until eventually he simply couldn't. And then according to his sister, he slept for pretty much 3 days straight while she took care of him like he was in hospice, changing his sheets, feeding him soup while he was unconscious, so on and so forth. After which, due to his obsession, we will put it nicely, he decided to go and try and find the smartest person that he could, simply because he felt that they would be able to help him distract himself, to which that person was Sylvie. And while she couldn't help with his particular endeavor, she did help in another way by actually getting him to relax. I believe they went on a date where they got some food, mostly just talked back and forth about their generalized hobbies and showing off how much of a nerd they are to each other, before Locke managed to convince her to help him do some surveying of nearby ruins, and then getting coyly diplomanced at by Cain for him to survey the family crypts, since all of the old information was destroyed by his father. I think that canonically took, 3 days in-game or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Anything that you would like to add to that summary?
No, it's pretty much bang on.
Okay. In which case, I will hand over the music for the day.
You already sent the music.
Oh. Well, now we can play the music for today.
Oh wait, I haven't got it up. Oh no, hold on.
So everyone on go.
No, I have it up.
3, 2, 1, go. Hooray. So, for today's session, we're actually going to be starting off with Rosin. And this is because what Rosin wanted to do in relation to Guava will directly lead into what's actually going to be happening for today's session. So, Rosin, you would have found Guava probably over in the dining room sometime in the morning as she sat there eating her food. She doesn't seem particularly upset, at the time being, but she does seem sad, if that makes sense.
Is this right after last session, or are we months later already?
This would be about a month later.
Okay. To be clear, Rosin would have checked on her sooner.
Fair. I'm sure you would have checked on her sooner, which I'm taking
just to be clear, that
I'm taking that into account.
Thank you. So just take a seat next to her. Is there any just food available, or is it just her plate?
It's just her plate for right now. Though it does seem to have probably a little bit more food than she bargained for. Normally people get like a 3-egg omelet, some toast, and whatever sides that they choose. And while that is the base there for what she has asked, the plate itself is almost 3 times the size of what would be considered a normal plate. Meaning it's not actually a 3-egg omelet, it's a 6-egg omelet.
3 times 3 is 6. Got it.
Yes. As everyone knows, the more eggs you add, the more volume increases cubically, and not linearly, for whatever fucking reason.
That is the case in 1 egg. It's that's not enough. 2 eggs. God, I feel sick. But all right, Roswell, sit down. You look over the food. Morning, you hungry?
She looks at it. She's like, not this hungry. I just asked for a basic breakfast, and this is what they gave me.
Would you mind sharing?
She looks over at Rosin, and then back at her food. Sure, and slides it a little bit.
Roswell, take it mine. Just simply ask that. All right, how are you holding on?
Fine. Still upset, but fine.
Nonsense. You got any plans today, or what's going on?
No, not really. Maybe go down to town and find something. I should probably update or upgrade my equipment a little bit, considering that we're going to be leaving sometime soon, yeah?
Out of character, are we? Did we discuss that?
What, like for shopping? It's going to be part of today's session.
No, I mean, out of character, are we leaving soon? What's going on there?
Soon is relative. It'll be about 3 months.
Oh.
As Kane is going to be focusing first on his country, and then he will give you a boat and supplies to where you need to go once you leave.
Yeah, okay. Well, can I join you later today, then?
For shopping? I guess. You don't really use much in combat, do you?
I still need better armor, and I got some spell supplies I need, and a few other trinkets.
I guess. Sure, yeah, why not? I'm sure other people will want to pile in once they see where we're going anyway.
You sure you're feeling fine?
She sighs, and she goes, I think I've already described this to you, but I already know that they were supposed to leave 3 months from when they showed up. I'm just upset that I didn't get to say goodbye properly.
Yeah.
Though,
If you... Sorry, go on.
in fairness, I really shouldn't be complaining too much.
Did you speak with Lysandra at all? Maybe you could have another commune with Ione at some point?
I talked to Mesa about that since she's at a higher rank, but the commune with Ione only happens once a year.
Didn't Melinda mention something about some mountain with dragons the last time we were here?
Guava tilts her head and goes, I don't remember that, but what would that have to do with anything?
Well, before we went to Ione, wasn't that the plan? And, It was for Reliquo, I think. That's how we want to.
Thinks for a moment and goes, oh. And then she stands up. Where is she?
Oh, would Rosin know?
Probably not, no.
Maybe we'll check the garden. There's a lot of activity there these days.
Yeah, I can do that, yeah. She looks at her food, and then over at Rosin. And then she hands him her cutlery. I'll be back later, I guess.
I'm not coming with?
I thought you said you were hungry.
I didn't say I was hungry. I just asked if you could share, and I was just gonna grab a bite and stand up.
Well, you can't just leave all this food here. That's rude.
Hey, Rosin will take it with him then.
Upon picking up the plate, she's like, oh, great, you're one of those, okay.
What do you mean one of those?
Yeah, one of those, just like Roxy, who laughs lightly before she starts to walk away.
Rosin will follow behind.
Let's see, I'm gonna pick 3 random people who are in the garden. The first one is Catan. The second one is Locke, and okay. The second one is Didas, I guess. Sure. So, Didas, Locke, Catan. I don't know why you're in the garden or what you're doing there, but have fun figuring that out. You find that the 3 of you are soon accompanied by 2 others. The first one being Guava, and the second one being Rosin, to which you watch as she looks around and starts to scan the garden, before turning to the 3 of you and asks if you have seen Melinda.
No. Why?
She tilts her head in a way that almost says, huh? You should have already known why I'm here. But obviously, you fucking wouldn't. And she explains that the reason why she's looking for Melinda is because Melinda knows where the land of the dead is.
Ithas?
Yes? Were you not there when she talked about it before?
Yeah, she talked about it the last time before we left Kelnor.
Were we all there? I guess I just forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, she said that she knows where the land of the dead is. Now, I don't know what she intends to do with it, but I would like to try and bargain with Reliquo for my friends back.
Completely forgot about. Yeah, okay. I also need to talk to Melinda now. I completely forgot about
Would you
this.
even allow that?
Guava shrugs softly and goes, doesn't matter.
I guess not. Okay.
She then looks at the 3 of you one at a time and goes, could you help me?
Search for Melinda or with your friend?
Katan's just gonna slowly turn his head.
Guava will do the same thing at Duras. She won't say anything, she will just stare.
Look, I got a couple months old kid. I'm not sleeping a lot, okay? Shut the fuck up, both of you.
Excuse you.
Why don't you just give your child to Rose? Wasn't she designated as the wet nurse?
I mean, I could, but I'm here, so I'm gonna take care of my own son.
What, by breastfeeding them?
No?
That's what the wet nurse is for.
Yeah, I know that.
Does Locke know how to make baby formula?
I would assume so, yeah.
Locke knows how to make explosive baby formula.
Please don't make explosive baby formula.
Baby formula for explosive growth, you mean? Make that baby swole.
Put
Jesus Christ.
protein powder in the milk.
Don't put creatine in your baby's milk.
Do not.
But yeah, we have
Okay. I
actual
get
formula. I'm gonna
like help.
hold up the bottle. Like, I can feed her. We can feed him.
Glava will look over at Locke. What about you?
No, nothing better to do.
That doesn't sound very confident.
I'm in. Do you need any more than that?
I guess not. Alright, the three, I guess the four of you can go ahead and roll for perception.
Oh, Catan would like to ask Doras and Locke that if they're able to find like Kate and Reich at some point, that we could all like gather together. He has something to give all of you.
Fuck.
Oh, I'll keep a lookout for Reich.
Perception.
Still early. I'm rubbing the grit out of my eyes.
Yeah, no more.
Clearly eating too many eggs.
That's what you get.
I just stare at the bottom of my plate. I don't see anything.
All I see is egg.
All I see is eggs. I
Why
just
are
see
you-
eggs.
Carrying a plate around with you. That's
Jesus.
weird.
Yay! Oh,
That
what
was
the fuck?
almost like perfect
Jesus.
score.
That one roll bumped you up to 4K experience. What the fuck?
What
Yay!
is this shit?
Let's go! We're starting
Alright,
off the session strong.
as the four of you start walking through the castle, talking to random help and other people, you start running into pretty much everyone that isn't Belinda. You run into Lysandra as she's done with her usual morning routine. You're by her construct doing some minor repairs and polishing, with Sylvie nearby helping in more or less the same manner, you know, in the smaller areas that Lysandra's big meaty hands are unable to get to effectively.
Bitch, I built this thing. What do you mean, big meaty hands?
Big joke.
Big meaty claw.
Nah, I'm sensitive today, guys. Stop.
Sensitive, you say? Okay.
Everyone's in such a sour mood. I don't know why.
But no, it'd probably be her, still be like help cleaning and polish the insides and things of that nature. Because it's a bit difficult for you to be able to do so if the arm is attached. But
Yes, I know. I'm just joking.
to which, you know, you would join the group upon seeing what they're doing, because between you and Melinda, the both of you effectively have two halves of the information on at least how to potentially get in to the land of the dead. Though a notable thing that happens here is that since the construct is not coming along, Sylvie doesn't actually ride on Lysandra's shoulder. She instead rides on top of Locke's head, like a hat between his ears.
That's so cute.
You eventually find Reich as he is talking with Felicity about potentially joining training, to which you hear the tail end of that conversation where he's being denied because he has to complete his training with both Basil and Leighton first. To which Felicity will give a polite wave to everyone, and then a curtsy to Lysandra before walking off and doing whatever she needs to do for that day. You would have found Sammy some time later, carrying both of her kids, along with Leiku, as the both of them are communicating not in words, but in noises.
Are they doing the mom noises?
Yeah, more mom noises back and forth, basically. Obviously, the both of them are carrying their twins and just walking around the castle rather casually. And then eventually you would have run into Kate, who would have been in the process of still working on her portals, but she very happily drops everything that she's doing upon hearing that you were all attempting to find Melinda in order to discuss the land of the dead.
How's Kate's recovery been?
Rough. As described by the few people that interacted with her, the second impossibility happened with Kate actually being sad.
Oh. Not physically, but oh.
But she is doing a little bit better now. So, everyone can go ahead and roll for perception.
Where are you?
Damn, Locke.
Yeah, exactly. I was just checking mine too because I put a fucking point into it. Now I need to know how much I'm rolling. Yeah, big boosty perception. Not as boosty as
Locke
some
got new
people,
prescription for his glasses.
Just waiting for the wife.
Can Hissy look?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, first one will be Leiku. And then the next one will be Hissy.
Is that everything?
Hold on, the last one is being sent. It's not... Okay, it failed. Alright, thank you. There we go.
Alrighty. So let's see who got the highest. Locke, of course. Alright, so Locke. For whatever reason, I guess maybe this particular information is extremely important to you. You lead the group and start walking around the castle, asking various help and doing everything that you can to try and find this elusive snake woman. Eventually, you are given information to which she is down in the center of town. According to the castle help that has been specifically assigned to her quadrant, she and her children have taken to having a habit of going down to the shopping district and seeing how each of the shops are doing, considering that at the time being the Kalnorian economy is a little rocky. The king has released a lot of gold into circulation to help make sure things stay afloat, since, through taxation he'll get it back eventually anyway. But some shops need just a little bit more help than others, and she goes down there every morning just to see how things were the previous day. And, if they weren't, she just buys things. So, you do find her in the shopping district. Nearby are her daughters, though you don't really have to interact with them all that much if you don't feel the need to. But Melinda is there regardless. And when she notices you all approach, she gives a polite wave and simply asks what you're doing there.
We came to ask you about that land of the dead. You mentioned it last time we were here.
Her head turns to the side as she looks at the whole group, and she goes, well, for some of you, I guess that makes quite a bit of sense. The rest of you, not so much. Anything from anyone?
I'm in the group that should make sense, I hope, considering we asked her before.
It might only make sense for a few of us, but at this point, excursions like this tend to be group activities.
She laughs politely and says, well, it feels a little more like an ambush. What is it that you would like to know?
Where do we go? How do we get there? What do we do? Literally anything.
Well, it is, as previously stated, hiding somewhere in the Isle of the Ancients, to which we would obviously need a boat, but we don't have access to that at the time being.
I can handle that. Anything else?
Well, I presume that when we get there, we will probably need to talk to both Utteron and Ephemer, if only to allow a safe passage.
Were those the two dragons?
Correct, they are. To which that would probably be a bit perilous, I would presume.
Okay. We have a few people here who might be good with dragons.
So
Do
I've
they
heard.
expect anything?
So I've heard, and she gives both Catan and Bright separate nods, considering the story that I heard about the last dragon shrine you two went to.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after that, do you know?
Well, it's a matter of finding it first. I don't know the exact location. I just know that it points to Isle of the Ancients. So I guess the other thing that we would have to do is to hopefully interact rather diplomatically with either of these dragons to see if they know the location.
And where are they at?
I don't know. But considering that the Isle of the Ancients is separated north and south of fire and ice, I presume that one would be somewhere in the north and one would be somewhere in the south.
Okay, so say we find a dragon, talk to them diplomatically, and they know where to go. Do we need anything to get into the realm of the dead? Anything specific?
She shrugs and says, I personally wouldn't know. The one who would most likely know would be her, and motions to Lysandra.
So out of character, what would Lysandra know about this?
Both everything and nothing at the same time. It is very difficult to describe because without trying to spoil it, your character does know what to do. It's just she doesn't know that she knows what to do because she hasn't ever interacted with the things, I say as vaguely as possible, to do the thing she knows how to do.
Okay, so it's basically a when I see the things, I'll know what to do.
Or at least you'll probably have a vague recollection and can probably direct the group. You may not know one-to-one exactly what to do, but at the time being, your character most certainly would not know.
Okay. Lysandra would also shrug and say, honestly, I won't know until I get there. It's unless you want to die, I can't say what's going to happen. I know I can do it. I know I can get us in.
To which Melinda will go, I think that's a poor choice of words considering the context. But yes.
Lysander thinks about it for a moment and goes, I'm sorry, I meant it literally, not I'm sorry.
That makes it a little bit worse, dear.
I'm so sorry. I'll just shut up now. I can get us in.
We hope.
Well, but do you think you can also get us out and maybe someone extra?
I don't know. I don't honestly know. I can probably get us out because assuming we don't go in the normal way, I don't think Reliqua will keep us. But getting someone else out or someone's, I don't know yet. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Melinda laughs, trying to make light of the situation, dismissively waving her hand, saying, you know, if all else fails, I guess we can fight a god.
Again?
This is
Oh,
a new
I
one.
don't want to
think-
fight
I
her.
don't want to fight a new god. The old ones are fine. I'm gonna toe-to-toe
Well,
with them
that
every
and,
day.
you know, you have to see her eventually. She's gonna be really angry if we fight her.
So,
So,
One day you
just don't
will
die. Skill
die.
issue.
yes, one day I will die and I will be judged by the gods. And I've already said I don't care about that. And even if I did, there were 6 others. I think I can afford to piss one off.
Oh, Lysandra is just fanning herself at this point. This is scandalous for her.
Lysandra's just covering her ears.
Yeah, Lysandra's just like, nope, 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 nope.
I was imagining it more like 1800s era Southern Belle going, oh my lord, oh.
clutching her pearls, literally.
Literally clutching her
Lord,
pearls,
Steve,
panting.
really, I can't believe what's coming across my ears. Oh my goodness.
Melinda
Well, I
will
can-
Melinda will smile at the interactions. She understands, and many years ago she was in the same position. Arguably, you could say that she still is. She's just not as desperate for it because it's no longer that fresh of a wound for her. But after seeing the light bickering back and forth between those who do wish to revive someone important to them and those who are more or less along for the ride, she says, well, regardless of how you feel about this particular matter, we still won't be able to go for another 3 to 4 months. Kane is obviously going to be focusing on his citizens first, and once he's done with that, he will probably give us all the supplies that we need to get to where we need to go. In the meantime, I know none of the shops are open today because there are festivities. I would suggest you try and partake in that to burn off some of this bad energies, as some would say.
Melinda really did say that we have bad vibes.
Oops.
You
Your
need more
vibes
dressing
are
in your
atrocious.
life.
Okay, you can't. Okay. Okay. You can't call it Drusy. It's called Druzy.
No, not on stream. Please,
You want to
no.
bring that shit into the campaign? Okay. Well,
Not
you
the
can't call it
Drusy.
Drusy. It's called Druzy.
So, everyone here needs a pocket druzy, apparently.
Ugh, God.
Okay, Ben. Give me
Ow.
one.
God.
I'll take one.
It might be the worst thing to use for that. Maybe the worst thing.
I don't know. I would not shove an amethyst tower up my ass.
I mean, you wouldn't.
Personally speaking, no, don't do it.
Whoa, well then, Lysandra.
All right, so
All right then.
For the uninitiated, because I learned this word today, druzy is apparently the space that's inside of a geode, where the space
Yes,
where the crystals haven't grown.
crystals are jutting out. Yes, that's called a druzy.
So a pocket druzy.
Yes,
Horrible.
Rosin, please explain.
No.
Yeah, right on the Twitch stream. Go ahead.
All right. So to reiterate, today is Champions Day. It is Nihir's holiday. It's basically just a massive series of competitions and tournaments. The sports that you are allowed to engage in are your typical Olympic or Olympian sports. There's also like the strongman competitions that originated from Ireland and Scotland. There's also just actual medieval style tournament play there as well. So if you know anything about a Ren Fair and the types of sporting events that happen there, these exist as well. To which, if your character wishes to participate, they are only allowed to participate in one. And yes, you can participate in the same event if you so wish. It just means that eventually you get to challenge each other, I guess. So, for example, Locke, you are entirely based on range build. You are free to go into an archery tournament if you so wish, to which it does divide it up between bows and crossbows. There are no guns, unfortunately, but bows and crossbows. For those that have, like, actual magical projection, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Not alchemy style stuff. Like you can literally cast fireball. There are archery competitions designed for that as well, to test your accuracy with those types of spells. The only other things that I can think of is that wrestling probably entices at least one of you, since that's unarmed combat. And there is jousting, and while jousting traditionally does mean using a lance and on horseback, jousting actually refers to the whole contest itself. Meaning, usually how it works is that 2 or more people start on horseback with a lance and then charge at each other. After that breaks, they break into melee until only one is standing. As a matter of fact, the best way to describe it, has anyone here played Mountain Blade?
Yeah.
Nope.
There you go. Just think of the Mountain Blade tournaments. That's it. That's all you need to know. The tournaments that you can do when you enter a town. Yeah, those. All right. I guess I'll start on the left-hand side of the table. Reich, are there any competitions that you would like to participate in today?
I had nothing in mind, but since you said unarmed, would the wrestling part be somewhat fitting for me?
There are 2. You can do boxing or wrestling.
Would he even be allowed to use his claws for boxing? That seems kind of like cheating.
No, they give you gloves. You just do basic unarmed damage. You just have gloves.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, no. I feel like actual wrestling makes more sense.
Okay, wrestling it is.
It will come up later.
Sure. All right. Sammy.
Is there any acrobatics-based competitions, like climbing events?
No, but there is a gymnastics event.
Bet.
Would you like to participate in that?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Locke, what about
Time
you?
for Sammy to monkey.
I'll do crossbows.
Crossbow archery. All right.
Yeah.
Did us.
I'll do archery, bows of course.
Bows. All right. Lysandra.
Lysandra's gonna do one of the strength-based competitions.
You have to give me a specific.
One of the Scottish ones.
Okay. Any
throwing.
in particular? Like.
Yeah.
Just lifting one of those big fucking rocks.
Yeah, like
just
one of those ones,
You just want to lift a big rock. Got it.
Look, It is.
You
hold
are
on,
saying
hold on.
that so
I've got
belittling,
it.
like that
I've
isn't an actual
literally
thing.
experienced these festival things. There are
The womanly
some,
urge
okay,
to lift a
you
rock.
literally either lift a big rock or
You lift a big
sometimes
log.
there's ones where
Or
you
you can
lift
throw a
a
log.
giant fucking log. It's
Yeah.
really great.
I'm aware. It's just
Yeah, the camera toss.
my point before was that you said one of those strength-based things, which is like at least 9.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Sorry. the one where you lift something really heavy and toss it really far.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of those. There's the rock. There's
Oh
one
my
with the log. You can do shot put, hurling, and javelin.
I like the one where you gotta lift the rocks and increasing weight and put them on top of the barrels. Those are always impressive to see.
Okay. Shave, you're the GM. Which one do you have? The log or the rock?
All of them. That's why I said it's your choice.
God, why do we have
She
so
picks the
many?
rock. Why is this a hard choice? It's the rock.
I
She
picked
picks
the
the rock.
rock.
Let's move on.
Thank you, IGM.
God
I
damn
picked
it.
the rock.
It's her
You
choice. I don't
guys.
know why she's like so upset about picking a rock
the
and a
rock or the
log.
log? Oh no. It's
Give
good.
me too many choices and I have decision
You're gonna roll a
paralysis.
d20 and that's gonna be the end of it. It's not.
Rosin, would
rock.
you like to participate in anything?
Is there any proper sailing competition? If not, a swimming one?
There is swimming, but no sailing.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Rosin would participate in swimming then.
Alrighty. Hitan?
Is there a sparring contest?
Define sparring, because I have detailed what jousting is. That's why I also talked about wrestling and boxing. But
Yeah, but
sparring
he-
isn't like a catch-all term.
Okay, alright, look, it's just that he doesn't exactly box. His claws are not really like a punching kind of thing.
Okay. I mean, boxing just means that they put gloves on you. You can do wrestling with Reich. Be funny.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And
Both of us dex builds.
and then Leiku.
Is there like an animal tricks contest?
No.
Ranged magic? Ranged
Yeah.
magic?
Sure.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Alrighty.
can Hissy participate in anything?
No, he cannot.
Why not?
He is an animal. This is designed for humans.
Well, and
Or
if you call him
Hissy, all
once,
the
he's still
sentience of
considered
a human.
an animal.
Still considered an animal.
Correct. He's
Okay.
still considered an
In
animal
that
when you
case,
call him
Hissy will
worse.
then poke and prod Lysandra, saying, "Give me a vessel."
So Lysandra just stares at Hissy and goes, I'm working on it.
Why does it take so long?
Do you want a shitty vessel?
Hissy will then turn to your puppet and then turn to you and go, "How long did it take you to make that?"
A while.
If I recall correctly, it took her like 4 in-game months.
Yeah.
Hissy squints. "I paid for this commission and it's not here yet. I can't believe
Oh
you're
my
taking
God.
so much time."
You didn't even pay me yet! I have no money!
You're
Like,
in
they're just
exposure
getting into
already.
an argument with an oversized cat.
Hissy's just gonna harump and flop on the ground because he wants to participate and have fun, but he can't. And he hates that he has the sentience to understand that everyone around him is having fun, but he's unable to.
And the worst part is that there are competitions between animals, but Hissy's not allowed to participate in them
Oh!
because he's considered
sentient.
elevated.
Too human to be an
okay,
animal, but
he's
too animal to be
around.
human.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate.
He is
Poor
currently the most
baby.
punished character outside of Blue.
He is-
Wait,
he's
what if
quite
I use
punished.
transformation magic on him?
That
Doesn't
won't work
matter,
because he
he's
still
still a cat.
counts as an animal.
Yeah.
Here, Missile, look at this Baja Blast fluoride.
Vivi will also wish to
Calling it
participate
that.
today. Vivi is going to do boxing,
That's my daughter.
to which I'm going to go
Vivi
right to
to
left, starting with Vivi. When she began getting weighed in for her particular age group, a mild uproar actually happened here, because with boxing, weight class as well as wrestling, weight classes actually very much matter. And for people in her particular age bracket, she outweighs them by about 20 pounds of just pure muscle. To which the judges and the parents and even the contestants are bickering back and forth on what to do with Vivi, and Vivi's just watching very calmly, silently, as her eyes slowly drift apart as she has no idea what's going on here. And they instead elect that the only thing that makes sense is that she has to go an age category bracket above her actual age category. So normally she would be with the 12 to 14-year-olds, but now she is with the 15 to 18-year-olds as a 12, well, I guess now 13-year-old kid. So
Let's go, Vivi.
Well, that's not fair. Those kids are gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So, Vivi squares up with her first opponent, and she has to go through 4 rounds. To which I'm going to do a 4d20 plus her melee. So she has to go through 4 rounds with kids that are older than her, bigger than her, and probably weigh a little bit more than she does. To which, Catan, this is your kid. How do you react to this particular information?
My child is awesome.
Are you going to be in her corner cheering her on?
Yeah.
Are you going to be her cut man or no?
What?
You don't know what a cut man is?
Does it look like I watch boxing?
Lame.
Does it look like I was allowed to touch the TV at any point, and now as an adult do not own a TV?
How could
Like,
you
what
not
do
know
you
these
want from me?
obviously well-known universal knowledges? Catan.
You guys don't own a TV?
You ask me anything about badminton, I'll whoop your ass.
Cutman is the person in the corner. They're the ones that help heal wounds and whatnot.
Oh, yes, he will.
Okay. So,
No, we don't own a TV.
Vivi squares up against her first opponent, to which they go back and forth, dealing heavy blows to each other, and you see that the other kid has a strategy. Try and stay light on their feet, try and dodge any incoming attacks, and counterpunch when they can. And Vivi's strategy is, that is a target, I will chase down that target and put him in the fucking corner. Would you like to guess which one won?
Vivi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vivi 100% chased down her opponent and just pummeled the ever-living shit out of them.
I'm so proud of her.
It was
You're
a
so good at
single
what she
round of
does.
combat. She got one good kidney punch, the kid buckled over, and she punched him square in the nose, which immediately broke it and drew blood, and the person flopped onto the ground unconscious. And upon seeing that the opponent was out and the ref got in the way to call the fight and begin the countdown, Vivi stood around and didn't actually know what to do. To which I assume Catan at this point would be, jumping up and down and cheering that Vivi knocked out her first round opponent.
Yes, he'd be very proud and go like, "That's my daughter!"
Upon seeing that her dad is excited, she would run over to the corner and jump up and down. It's very clear that she has no idea what's going on. There is no thoughts between those ears, but she's excited because Katana is excited.
It's like that one video of the dog that showed up in the room and everyone started clapping and cheering. The dog doesn't have no idea why they're doing so, but he's smiling and very happy.
The next round then comes out, and this opponent is one of the largest kids that is there for this particular round. And upon hearing from their cutman what Vivi did the last fight, they adjust their stance. Before, you could see that they were being a bit cautious and a little tentative, because, you know, this is a brand new opponent. They did win that last round. They aren't supposed to be in this bracket, but yet they still moved on. And Catan, you watch as they go back and forth. Vivi isn't particularly great at dodging, but she is pretty decent at blocking, or at the very least just taking the hit. But every single hit she takes, she throws one back, and they just go back and forth like this for quite some time until the bell is finally rung. To which Vivi sits in the corner, expecting for it to go on, and the judges come up and they start tallying up the scores, and it seems that Vivi lost by 2 points.
Bullshit. Someone cheated.
Bullshit, someone cheated.
Rosin in the crowd.
Rosin in the crowd, boo! You changed the outcome by counting.
Fucking recount.
But yes, it seems that Vivi lost in the second round. She does not win any prizes whatsoever. She is upset, but it's mostly confusion. It's not that she feels that she lost, it's that she doesn't understand why she lost. No.
Sweetie.
Okay.
Excuse me. Well, I'm getting Sweetie, you lost on a technicality, but honestly to me, I don't really count that as a loss. Let's go get ice cream.
Okay. And then she'll run off, and then stop, and then run back to Catan, and she'll go, where?
Well, is there one nearby, God?
Not that Catan would know, so good luck finding it.
We're gonna go find it right now, and if there isn't one, I'm going to make one.
So Catan...
You deserve a prize.
Catan and Vivi go off to find ice cream, which means we move on to Leiku.
Yay.
Alright, Leiku, you are in a competition for ranged magic. Every single round, you are going to be casting Fireball. There are going to be 5 rounds. Every single round, you need to come in the top half of the competition. Okay?
Okay.
So... So, there are 32 people in this competition, yourself included. And a target is going to be set up. You launch Fireball, and every single round the target just gets moved further. It's basic archery type stuff. So what you are going to do is you are simply going to roll for ranged.
Okay. And I do this just like once
Just
right
once.
now, right? Okay. Oh!
That's your ranged attack, 28.
Yeah.
For Leiku.
Wait, what? Oh, I was using Catan's sheet. My bad, hold on. You can just give me that 20. Okay, well, I rolled it, so it has to count towards the XP. Thank you. What the fuck? Okay, well.
Alrighty. So,
I seen that one. That person's a loser. Anyway,
so you
continue.
rolled an 8, which means every person that's a 7 or beneath fails. To which 15 of them need to fail. No, 16 of them need to fail.
No, 16.
So
16 because...
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leiku did not make it past the first round.
Oh, okay, alright, that's fine.
The queen tried her best and came in 22nd place.
Yeah, I mean, Leiku isn't really too bothered by this. This isn't really her area of expertise. She can make you come, like, instantly, but, like, she can't throw Fireball all that well. If there's
so much zeal.
So much zest in that description.
sounded so
Funny.
depressed for like the first half of that sentence, and you got excited for 0.2 seconds.
All right. By the time that Leiku's competition ends, Catan returns with Vivi, and the both of them have ice cream. And
Thank
he
God.
hears the announcement of the wrestling competition beginning, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" and just immediately starts to run off, handing his ice cream off to Vivi. And Vivi looks at her left hand and sees her ice cream, and then looks at her right hand and sees Catan's ice cream, and she goes, "Hee hee, I have two now."
2 ice cream. Yeah, that's my girl.
Meaning Catan is not getting his ice cream back.
Look, that's okay. As long as my kid's happy, it doesn't matter to me.
I thought of, what about not making your kid fat?
Okay, all right. Let me.
She burned like 2,000 calories in the competition. She's fine.
If she just beat the shit out of a kid and like lost on a technicality, I think she deserves 2 ice creams, and also she is at the ability to be able to work off that fat. Now Zamanu, on the other hand,
Wow, the shade.
it comes so naturally to me.
Alright, so Catan and Reich, you were both in the wrestling competition. There are 5 rounds. You are in opposite brackets of each other.
Okay.
So, we will start off with Reich. Go ahead and roll CM bonus. You have to beat a 31.
That is going to be difficult.
Hey,
not impossible.
look at that.
Hey, nice.
All right, Reich, you square up with your opponent, and you charge into each other, clashing almost like sumo wrestlers. And when that happens, you find the opening immediately. As the moment you clash, their chest bounces up ever so slightly, and with your superior speed, you immediately get underneath them, hook their leg, and just drag them right to the floor. Catan, CM bonus, you have to beat a 19.
Okay. I would just like to point out that my husband said superior speed with the same infliction of flint and steel.
I'd like to point out that my wife now speaks with the cadence of Donald Trump sometimes.
I don't speak with the cadence of Donald Trump. You're just wrong. Just wrong.
You get hit in the head with a brick or something.
Have you know the DM is spreading lies?
I love how we each wrote one above the opponent.
We did.
All right,
I mean, I did
so
roll a 1.
you made it to the next round. Your opponent is a little bit stronger now. We start off with Reich. They roll with a 17, so you need to beat a 29.
Come on.
Hey, there you go. Reich, you managed to best your opponent. Catan, same thing for you. Can you beat a 31?
I don't know.
Yes, you
I can. Yeah,
All right, next
boy.
opponent. You're now in the quarterfinals. You have 2 more opponents before you fight each other. Reich, can you beat a 37?
Ooh.
Holy shit.
No.
Oh,
No.
that's really tough.
Reich gets taken down in the 3rd round. All right, Catan. Oh, this one might be easy. It seems that they slipped. Yep.
Oh,
All right, Catan, you're in the semifinals.
all right,
Let's
bitch.
see. Can you beat a 36?
Oh my god.
I don't know about that. God damn it.
Ooh, no,
That's
no,
rough.
you cannot beat a 36.
That is rough.
However, due to the fact that you made it to the semifinals, Catan does get a prize. He gets a meal ticket for him and one other to a participating restaurant of their choice.
Is it like for today?
Well, when the restaurant's open. So obviously they're not open today, but starting tomorrow.
Okay, all
ice
right. So in the
creams.
future. Okay, all right.
Yeah. It'll exist for
Well, you can eat ice cream parlor.
it'll exist for roughly a week.
Yay!
Everyone turns to Lysandra. Let's see.
You just saw that meme too.
I know what it's referring to. Alrighty.
I'm gonna cast a spell on my dog.
The next one would be Rosin, to which Rosin, you are swimming. This is 32 people are participating, and what you gotta do is just come in the top 16. Well, come in the top half every single time. Alright?
Okay.
So go ahead and do your swim.
Can we assume he took his armor off for this, or do I have to include the check penalty?
It's assumed. I mean, I've never made anyone care about the check penalty anyway, so.
I wish I knew that, because I have been accounting for it every time I made an acrobatics check.
Yeah, you can assume that your armor
Why'd you put it in the template if you ignore it?
It's mostly because the micromanaging I expect the players to do. I appreciate that you did it. I'm pretty sure no one else did. Oh, so you rolled a 25, which means you actually came in first. In the first round.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Wow.
Alright, so now we move on to the next round, which, you have to get 8th or higher, so I'm gonna roll these. Go ahead and roll yours. Okay, so 37 minus 22 makes it a 15, so 15 or higher, which, since there's 16, you have to come in 8th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, okay, so you made it to the next round. There are now only 8 people left, you included. So you have to come in the top 4. Go ahead and roll. Ooh, 44. So they literally have to get a 20 or higher in order to win. So you came in first in this again. So now you are in the quarterfinals. No, wait. No, this is the semifinals.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So dead.
Sorry.
Bless you.
All right. Let's see. 37, 17, 13. So you would have tied with the person who you were racing up against now. You need to beat a 44. Oh,
Damn. Rosin ran out of stamina.
Rosin
Just
ran out of
fucking
stamina right at
drowns.
the very end. How
Fucking drowns with that
unfortunate,
shit.
actually. Especially considering that you rolled so well every single time.
It was a good show. I hope people appreciated the effort.
You
Rosin
have
just
gotten
runs
the
out of-
exact same prize, actually.
Oh, cool.
A meal ticket to participating restaurants when they open. So it's you and one other, just like it is for Catan. So there's that. So far, I cast Fireball. Why are you torturing the dog?
Wait, hold on. You haven't even seen what I made.
Huh?
You haven't seen what I made.
What do you mean?
You haven't seen what I made yet. Hold on.
Are you
Drew a
sending
fucking
it
picture
now?
Or something?
Yes.
Honestly, when Rosin ran out of steam, I just imagine like the fucking Terminator slowly sinking into the water thing, doing the thumbs up.
All right, Lysandra. You were doing it's lifting a boulder, right? I presume it's the one where you lift it up and put it on a barrel and then move on to the next one.
Sure.
What do you mean sure? It's a yes or a no.
Yes.
Be confident.
Be
You can do it,
confident.
Cord.
No.
The next time you say sure, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, what is that gonna do?
It means you don't get what you want.
It means
So,
we get less
Lysandra-
XP for the session.
Okay.
Lysandra's doing the Juggernaut deadlift.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
So every
Barrel.
single one of these is going to be a strength check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To which you and 5 other individuals are going to be going one after another to lift a rock. The DC is going to start at 10
Okay.
and will increase by 1 after every single success and then stop the moment you fail.
Oh boy.
So, simply for the sake of ease, what you're gonna do is a 20. You're going to do the check 20 times, basically. So 20d20 plus your strength check.
Okay.
I do not expect you to get to 20. It's just on the off chance.
Well, I got to 1.
You got to 1. You are correct.
I got to 1.
So now we see if the others do the same. So let's see. Okay, so that person passed you.
Mhm.
That person passed you. That person failed miserably. That
cried.
person failed with you. And that person turbo failed. So at the very least, you came in third on a technicality.
Oh, yippee! I love technicalities.
But that's not coming in second, so no prize.
Ah, dicks. That's okay, I'm a winner in my heart.
You're a winner in your heart.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, that was short. Next we go to Didas, to which
Sandra.
you are participating in an archery tournament. So this is set up in the exact same way. You gotta come in the top half every single time.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So I'm gonna roll these, and you're gonna roll your range.
Okay.
Okay, so they need a 24 or higher, which means you came in first in the first round. Which means we are now down to 15, to which the bonus goes up by a little bit more.
Oops.
Alright, 47 minus 22 is a 25, which means you come in first again. We are now in the
Okay,
quarterfinals.
nice.
Ooh, 33 minus 24, 13 minus 4 is 9. Ooh, no, this is where you drop.
Ah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate, you didn't even make it into the semifinals for a prize.
Damn.
Then we move on to Lock. Lock. It is set up in the exact same way. However, there is a very important guest here in the competition with you. Would you
Is it
like?
Kate?
Yeah, it's Kate. Yeah, you're like, God damn it.
It's always Kate. It's always a secret surprise person.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's Kate. Kate's here with you in this particular competition. All right, so it's set up
Yay.
just like everything else. So, 31d20 plus, and it starts off with a 20, and then you go ahead and do your ranged attack.
And I will be using combat inspiration on
You
all of
cannot.
these. Wait, what?
You cannot use your class abilities.
That's cheating.
It is cheating. I should totally be allowed to use it.
Are you sure you want to cheat in the land of honor and pride?
I rolled.
Well, it's not called class
Right.
skill for nothing.
1,
Exactly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, meaning there is contention for you not making it to the next round. However, 3 people tied with you. And in order for you to go to the next round, you need to beat 2 of them. So I'm gonna roll a 3d20 plus 20, and you're gonna re-roll your ranged attack. You just have to come higher than at least 2 of them. You did.
Boom.
Good job. All right, so you've made it to the round of 16. Kate is there with you. All right, so that goes to 18. So anything that is 17 or less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, first 8. You've made it to the round of 8. Good job.
Hell yeah.
Kate is there with you. Alright, so 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep. You made it into the semi-finals. You and Kate.
Go. Let's go.
You need to roll higher than an 8 in order to make it into the next round. Nat
Boom.
20.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
So it is now between you and Kate.
As
Kate
it
rolls
always would be.
first. She rolls a 38. Can you beat her? No.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, what are the odds?
Poor Locke.
God.
The worst of it is, the Nat 1 comes in the finals, someone's going to call this rigged. I'm being investigated. I'm getting a full-on inquisition
Think
from
you
the
threw?
Kalnorians for this one.
We'll say that you and Kate back to back, just enjoying yourselves, doing the usual brother sister type of competition where you hurl quote unquote insults at each other, but they're not even insults. To be honest, it's like, oh yeah, I bet you eat apple pie instead of pumpkin pie. Just random nonsense like that, where you're not actually trying to challenge each other. It is instead, you're just making all of the other contestants hilariously uncomfortable.
I mean, that pretty much sums up how they've been the entire way through the campaign.
And then Kate
There's nothing new.
goes down the sights of the crossbow, fires, and it's a decent shot. And you look over and you're like, you know what? I don't care if I win. The fun was being able to just do it, and you just swing your arm out, fire, the bolt just clips the end of the hay barrel. And sure, no one's particularly happy with this competition, but at the very least, they aren't upset enough to fucking dogpile you and beat you up. Just like with the other two, Locke, you are given a meal ticket for you and one other to any participating restaurants, whereas Kate actually gets the grand prize, which is a free Smithy ticket to Charles.
Oh boy.
All right, which means we now go to the final contestant of today, and that is Sammy.
Yay!
And Sammy, you have competition today. Would you like to guess who?
Based on the fact that this is a gymnastics event, Guava?
No, it is the boy himself, Basil.
The lad?
It's the lad.
Ooh, boy.
Sammy just clapping her hands excitedly. Yay, we get to compete.
It is the goofy goober himself, Basil.
She's just gonna hold a hand out to him. Good luck.
He will pat the top of your head. And he will say, I haven't lost in 3 years, and then walk away.
Okay then.
You can go ahead and just make a basic history check if you so wish.
Do I get my inspiration on this?
Well, it's a history check. When he tells you that, you realize that Basil hasn't been home in 3 years.
What?
Did you forget that? He said he hasn't been home in like almost half a decade because he got lost.
You cheeky dog.
Has Toast been behaving at all?
The toast is
No,
behaving
why'd even ask? Oh, he did? Okay.
because he's been nailed to the ground.
I mean, if it works, it works.
All right, Sammy, go ahead, do your acrobatics check.
Like just one, or
Yes. You're competing with 32 other people, and you just gotta roll above the half in order to make it to the next round, just like most of the competitions that we did today.
okay, please, 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 please.
Good job. You got 2 stars. Ooh, alright, so they needed to roll a 9 or higher. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So even though one did tie, nope, you did not make it to the next round. Just like with Leiku, you have failed in round 1.
That's fine.
And Basil very handily sweeps the competition. And I'm pretty sure anyone who is watching probably would not have guessed Basil was this flexible.
Sammy doesn't even care that she lost. She's just applauding him.
You then see that Basil wins the grand prize for this particular competition as well, which again is just a ticket to Charles's Forge, to which he looks at it and then hands it to second place and then walks off.
Congratulations, Basil.
He will give a polite bow. But how does everyone feel after today's competitions?
Lyle. Oh wait, hold on. Catan didn't get his gift to the people that he wanted to yet.
Then do so now.
Okay, alright. Catan will kind of pull Kate, Locke, Doras, and Reich aside so that he could speak to them in a more private setting. And he'll shuffle through his bag saying, alright, I haven't had much time to actually talk to all of you. We've all had it pretty rough, all things considered, some more so than others, I understand that. But I spent a lot of that time working on this, and I hope this would help with everything. He's a little bit awkward about this because he doesn't really know what to say, but he's trying. When he finishes fishing through his bag, he finds and he pulls out necklaces, and he places one in each of their hands. It is, and at the end, the pendant, it is sort of in a diamond shape. It's clear, but on the inside is, hold on, when is Layla's birthday again?
Let me go check, because obviously I'm...
Because I need to confirm this.
I just gotta find it. Month 11 is November, right?
Yes, November.
November 11th.
Okay, alright, thank you. Inside of the almost glass-like pendant is a citrine, which is the birthstone for Layla. And behind that, there seems to be a dusty cloud, but upon closer inspection, you will see that it is some of Layla's ashes formed into the shape of a rat. Kitana admits that he needed help with that part. He asked Leiku to help with magically positioning the ashes in the shape of a rat.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Keep it close.
It's a really nice present.
Tom will just nod his head. He'll put his on. He says that you can, if you really want to, you can take the pendant out of the necklace and fashion into whatever you personally wish. I just thought the necklace would be a little bit more efficient. So there you go.
It's close to the heart that way. I think that's important. And Reich will also wear his.
Yeah, I'll put mine on and say, oh, fits quite nicely. Done well with the different sizes. Then he just awkwardly reaches out and like pets Katan's head a bit. Yeah, you did good.
Locke will just slide his into a pocket for now.
In regard to these particular items, if you take them to a blacksmith, you can have them enchanted, and if you do so, they'll take up one of your slots. However, considering the significance of them, you can choose which enchantment you want, just as long as it's something similar. So, or at least something that can be argued as something similar. For example, if you want to keep it as a necklace, then you can probably look at things on the SRD that, let's see, where are wondrous items. You can look at things on the SRD that take up, we'll just say like the shoulders, neck, or chest slot. You know, things of that nature that makes sense. If you wish to change it into something else, like a ring, then you can have it take up one of the ring enchantments. Bracelet would be either your wrist or hands. You can turn it into a belt or a headband of some kind. You are allowed to modify it as you wish. The benefit of this is that it will cost half of the usual price of whatever it may be that you are aiming to do. Or you can simply keep it as is, and it's simply a memento of sorts.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just informing you so that you can do whatever research that you feel like doing in that regard. As Catan takes his family to the side and interact with them in this particular regard, Guava takes some time to call Melinda to talk somewhere private. This talk lasts maybe 5 or 10 minutes at most. And then she does the same thing with Rose about 20 minutes later. Again, the conversation itself is only about 5 to 10 minutes at most. And then roughly a half an hour after that, she goes and talks to Leiku, to which she pulls Leiku aside and making sure that everyone else is out of earshot. And she asks one rather interesting but very important question, to which she asks Leiku when exactly she knew that she wanted to be in a relationship with King.
Leiku would blank and think for a moment before answering. Well, I have an empathic ability with my antennas. It allows me to feel the emotions of people around me. And when I saw that what he was at least expressing didn't really match how he felt. I got curious, so I talked to him, and I think it was during that conversation on the boat at night when I realized I liked him. Why do you ask?
There was nothing else. It was just that.
It was that feeling, yeah. It felt nice. It felt natural despite it not happening before, so that's kind of how I knew.
Did you have to do anything to make him know that, or did it just happen?
Leiku opens her mouth and closes it, or thinking for a small bit, and then opening her mouth again to finally answer. Oh, well, we had sex.
Guava opens her mouth and goes, okay.
Granted, I'm a very forward individual. Simply just letting the other person know how you feel is more than enough.
Okay, thanks. Goodbye. And she walks away very awkwardly and a bit embarrassed. What do you mean,
I'm using my antennas is what I mean.
Go ahead and roll sense motive.
I accidentally closed that sheet. That's okay, I'll reopen it. I closed
While
that.
you're doing that, another half an hour would go by, and she then pulls Sammy aside, and she asks the same question about how Sammy knew that Leighton was the one for her.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't at first. We had just gotten on the ship, just come off of our grand little excursion. Kind of laughs nervous at that. But something about him just seemed different. So I spoke with Melinda, I spoke with various other people who gave me the courage to speak with him. I approached him the first time. We enjoyed talking. It took me challenging him to a game of cards before either of us actually opened up, but from there we just spent the weeks talking, playing. It was nice.
Did you have to do anything to make it known, or did it just happen?
Now, I don't know if he knew already or not. My husband is perceptive. But I think what gave it away is the fact that I went out of my way to cook one of his favorite meals as a surprise one evening. Probably gave it away in that moment, but he enjoyed it.
She'll nod along and go, okay. Thanks. And she'll leave. Once the group is back together, because about this point would be when the competitions are slowly nearing their end. I would say when we probably got to Didas's competition, somewhere in between Didas's competition and Locke's competition. She would have made it known to the group that she'll be back. She just has to go do a couple of things and she'll return. To which, Leiku, you can go ahead and roll another sense motive. I will just I will shorthand it and say she knows what's happening. She can tell. Whether or not she wishes to share it is up to her, but I don't think she will.
I don't think she will. Leiku's just a curious person. She has the knowledge, now she need nothing else.
To which we will actually pivot a little bit and talk about probably one of the most important things in relation to pretty much the rest of this campaign. As it is already established, you will be going to the Isle of the Ancients next. Due to the fact that I have done this to myself again, there are so many campaigns where I do this to myself, but there are too many NPCs for me to actually keep track of in battle, so much so to the point that it is unintentionally turning into a D&D game where it's mostly me playing with myself, which is not the fucking point. So, you all have to pick a collective max of 5 NPCs to take with you for the rest of the adventure. You will be allowed to change out these selections, I think 2 more times in the future during Act 3. I know one of them will be relatively early, because the order of events will be you go to the Isle of the Ancients, and then you come back to Kelnor, because it is, Kelnor's equipment that you are using. And then from there you can do one more switch before you go back to Telduria and continue the main plot, or plot lines, I guess. So that'll be one. I think another one happens probably when you are about halfway through Act 3. Another one will probably happen. But there are 3 characters that do not count towards this NPC count. They are Vivi, Daisy, and Zamani. You do not have to take these 3 with you, but you can if you choose to do so. However, if you do choose all 3, then that 5 NPC slot becomes 4 instead of 5. So, I guess we'll go off of the first and easiest of questions, which is, are you taking Vivi with you?
I mean, I would probably vote yes, but it's...
Catan should answer that.
It would primarily be down to Sin as Catan, so...
Well, it still has to be a relatively unanimous vote. And yes, it should be discussed in character, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So starting off with Vivi, do you guys think she should come along with the rest of the adventure, or are you going to keep her here in Kelnor, since it seems that Kelnor has more or less become your base of operations?
I would say yes.
We got Reich saying yes and like 7 people not talking.
I'm still waiting on
I already
something
know
from
how
Catan, to be
Catan
honest.
feels. This is his daughter, and they work really well together, even combat-wise.
Okay. So Catan's vote is?
Yes, take Vivi. Besides, she's growing up so fast.
Okay.
Setting.
Any other opinions on the matter in regards to Vivi?
And Locke is all for it.
Okay.
Vivi is unironically one of our better fighters.
Alrighty.
My only opinion is Vivi gonna like be willing to stay behind? You know what I mean?
True, that
like,
is a
even
very
if we
good
say
question.
no, is she even gonna stay? So yes, because she's probably gonna go anyways.
Just sneaks
like we
herself
find
onto
her
the
stowed
boat.
away in a suitcase.
Alright, so we'll add Vivi. The next one will actually be about Zamani. To which I will preface this with the fact that, to remind everyone, whenever she goes to a dragon shrine, she does get stronger. She goes up a single age category for each dragon shrine. Now, the dragon shrines themselves are entirely optional. They are not actually part of the main plotline. You are going to be going to 2 of them, bare minimum, at the very least, considering that you are all going to the Isle of the Ancients, and that's just integral to the plotline revolving around the Island of the Ancients.
And they're dragons.
Yeah, so she will, at the bare minimum, go up 2 age categories. But her inherent value is tied directly to those shrines.
I say we bring her.
Yeah, I also say we bring her since she is also tied to the prophecy. So bringing her would, not bringing her would feel wrong.
Alright, well,
Plus,
that's
we
2.
can't leave Reich's girlfriend behind.
What the fuck? I'm gonna shoot you.
It's the concubine, but yeah.
I'm back.
What the fuck? I'm gonna shoot you too.
Oh,
No, I shouldn't have come back. I should stay gone.
Well, we lost 2 players today.
I went out on my own terms. I have no complaints.
Now one child is parentless and 2 children lost a mom. But I only heard 3 yeses so far. Obviously, it has to be a majority, so
What
And any-
are we voting on? I just got back, sorry.
Zamanu.
Zamanu.
This is the
Basically, she's
first-
tied to the dragon shrines. If we don't bring her, she don't get Biggie buffs. Do you want her to get Biggie buffs?
We should keep Zamano. It's not even just for buffs, I think for roleplay.
Well, yes, but Biggie buffs, you know?
Yes, but I play a role-playing game to roleplay.
Do you want her to be a child or do you want her to get older? There's your roleplay.
Why do you have to phrase it like that?
My vote is already yes. It doesn't matter if my reasoning is metagaming like yours or not.
It does have to be in character, though. That's part of the challenge here. for
Oh,
this
in
conversation.
character.
Yeah.
In character, I don't think Rosin would care. We haven't been around Zamanu much. No offense to Zamanu, but haven't really interacted with her since she left Groupe.
She takes offense
Reich
to this.
would bring up the prophecy as an argument for bringing her, if you care about that at all.
That is
It's
true.
The sword of
Yeah.
Damocles, yeah.
So is everyone in agreement with bringing Zamanu?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring her.
Alrighty. And then the next one is Daisy. She, I know, is relatively new to the party, but she has the same exact mechanics as Vivi, meaning the more EXP the group gets, the more EXP Daisy gets. Now, Daisy also is relatively unique in the fact that come Season 2, when everyone plays the kids, Daisy will have a much larger role in the story. So, the more levels she has, the stronger she is at the start of Season 2.
I haven't gotten the chance to interact with Daisy at all. Fuck.
Yeah, Daisy was the one I was gonna say no about. Oh.
It's a matter of in character, that's why I'm saying
That's.
in character.
I don't know what Rosin would say in character because I wasn't here.
Fair.
I guess the question in character
So
would be,
I generally don't know how well they draw it.
yeah, can she handle herself in a fight? Because Vivi
Like
can't, so
level
we
8
take her
right
along.
now.
That is true. Vivi can handle herself.
I can't really
Daisy-
answer that question because her level is modular based on how much experience you gain.
Yeah.
Now, she did start at level 3, and now she is, I think, level 10. But she gains levels faster than you guys because the gap between levels is smaller than you guys.
Yeah. Catan, like, is just gonna say, like, you know, to be honest, like, sure, like, she doesn't have that much experience. That is a point against her. But how is she going to be able to get the experience to do so if she doesn't?
Lysandra in character, because this is a big thing for me thinking about it, outside of the experience thing. She's gonna bring up that Daisy was kind of raised very poorly, and Lysandra thinks she should actually stay behind so she can have a normal life instead of being further pushed into fighting and forced to, you know, basically do what her mother was going to do to her and put her kind of in harm's way, if not take the demon straight up, you know what I'm saying? And Sandra just thinks the child needs to be a normal kid at this point. And she never got
What do you mean
to live
normal?
that
What kind of
life.
upbringing are you thinking about?
Like, she stays in Kelnor and you know, gets raised as a normal-ass child, presumably, by, I don't know if Rose is going, I don't think she is, but if she's not, you know, by Rose.
Leiku,
Just have a-
with that particular argument made, I'm pretty sure Leiku would say something because she knows exactly who would be in charge of raising Daisy, and he doesn't know if he would be responsible.
Is
Yeah.
it
Is
Kane?
it Basil?
No, it's Kane. It's Kane.
Oh, it's Kane.
Oh, God.
He has a soft spot for cute kids, and if Daisy were to ask Kane anything, Kane would just say yes. And I don't know if Rose, because I know that she shouldn't be coming, considering she just gave birth and she will also be helping raise the kids. I don't think she, a small blind bat woman, would be able to stop Kane from giving the children everything that they want, including, like, you know, like, sure, like stuffed toys, whatever, right? But food. Catan can back me up on this. Last time Kane was in charge of taking care of children on Father Island, Vivi and Zamanu became balls. So.
Okay, but hold on, we're leaving at least 4 other babies. Should we not be concerned about them too?
The babies kind of have to be in constant proximity of the wet nurses and mothers. The older ones can simply just leave.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
Also, the babies can't ask for shit.
Yeah, the babies can't ask for anything. Well,
Okay, but-
Leiku will pause.
The
Actually,
moment
I'm
you
gonna-
come
I'm
home
gonna
and you
put-
find
I'm
out
gonna
that they
put some, like,
cried for
ground
like
rules for
1
my
minute
babies.
and Kane surrounded them with plushies, you know what I'm saying?
Continue, Leiku.
Leiku just will pause on that realization because it was mentioned that, like, oh, you babies can't ask for anything. Leiku was about to agree, and then she'll pause and then go, I think I'm going to set some ground rules for my children. I don't know. I don't know what kind of abilities my children have. Maybe they're charming like myself. I could ask my parents for anything with my eyes.
Did you charm your own parents?
Like, we're just gonna slowly turn her head. Like, no, I was adorable. I am adorable.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take some notes. I'm going to take some notes to ensure that all the children under the care of the palace will not turn into orbs. Like, who's gonna start scribbling down things.
Okay, despite the orbiting, I still stand by my no so that she can have a normal life. I'm standing by that. Hopefully no orbiting.
I don't know how many of us here had a normal life. I think we turned out okay.
And that's
Don't
Vivi's
laugh,
sister you're talking
asshole.
Some of us more than others.
No, I'm backing out of this conversation now. I've made myself clear.
So we have one voting against it so far, of bringing Daisy along.
Katan's voting to bring Daisy along, if only because, you know, experience is necessary. He did tell Daisy that if she was going to be hanging out with the rest of the crew, that she will need to learn how to defend herself. There's only one way for her to be able to do that, is by spending time with the party. And that's Vivi's sister.
That is fair too.
Yeah, Reich is in the same boat. He stands behind Katan's choice any day of the week, and also she's partially his student. He has faith in her.
He won't be able to train. Reich would not be able to train Daisy if Reich isn't there.
Exactly.
And since Reich is coming with us, Katan feels that Daisy should.
So we got 2 for yes, 1 for no.
I genuinely don't know how to vote.
Understandable.
because-
So we
because I
have
have
one
not-
abstain.
I suppose for what it matters, Locke, similar to Rosin, really wouldn't care, but would back Catan, given that he is the one that is sort of in charge of Daisy. So if he thinks that she should come along, Locke's all for it.
All right.
I don't know. I'll vote yes as well. With
All right.
basically the same reasoning.
Then we are bringing Daisy along, which means you now have 4 slots instead of 5. So the slots that you have available, I will go over all of the NPCs in alphabetical order, and whether or not you can bring them along. Aya, yes. Basil is a no, because no one's in a relationship with Basil, and Basil is the type of person to put duty above most other things, so Basil is an automatic no. You cannot bring him. Obviously, you cannot bring Cain. He is kind of stuck here. Estelle is a yes. Felicity is also a yes due to Lysandra, but that's all I can say. Wava, Kate are also yeses. Layton is a yes due to Sammy. Melinda is a yes. Nadia is a yes. Nasa is a yes. But Rose is an automatic no. Layton also kind of leans no for much the same reason, but you can make him come along if you so wish. This is because someone does need to stay behind to take care of the children. And while there are, wet nurses, and Rose has been designated as one of them as well, the kids do need a parent that is going to be a proper parent and not turn them into orb.
As much as it pains me to say this.
Hold on, there's still more. And then obviously the last one is Sylvia. You can bring Sylvia along if you so wish. So, I personally think that the easiest thing to do would go over any no's first, and then to discuss any no's that are presented. So I'll actually start at the bottom since Sammy started talking. Do you have any no's to offer to the group to deny travel?
As much as it genuinely pains me to say this, we should not bring Layton.
What would be your reasoning?
The kids need their dad.
Prevent
want
the
us to-
orbiting of the monkeys.
It's not even about the orbiting. Layton confided in her that being a dad was like a dream of his. He's finally got kids of his own. I can't in good conscience take him away from the kids. Especially not for a dangerous leg of the journey.
Leica will nod her head and back Sammy up, agreeing.
Like, don't get me wrong, Sammy's in tears saying this, but yeah, she can't in good conscience advocate for Layton to be there.
So we got 2 saying no for Layton. Is anyone else going to back this up?
Yeah, I'm gonna back that one up.
Yeah, I'll agree no on that one.
Alright, so no Layton. And then we'll go to Rosin. Are there any automatic no's that you think Rosin would say should not come along?
Probably the Visk family.
The whole Visk family? All 3 of them?
Hard no on Aya.
Damn, what did she do to you?
What would be the reason for Aya?
She's a fucking pirate. She's the pirate one, right? Or am I mixing
No,
her with
Nadia
that's
is the
Nadia.
pirate.
Hard no and Nadia. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And then
Oh.
the reasoning for the other 2 would be that, You can respect that they almost lost each other as a family and should probably stay together.
Yeah, it's Nadia's the insufferable one.
Yes.
I can understand Nadia. I can understand everyone pretty much voting Nadia for no. But I am actually a little surprised for Aya, considering how strong of a fighter she actually is.
With all her interactions that she's had with Rosin, what in-character reasoning could Rosin have?
I guess that's
That was
fair.
sarcasm if you couldn't tell. He's talked to her, I think, once on Father Island.
Again, very fair. The only other thing that I can add to that, at least from Rosin's perspective, would be the fact that he did witness her take on several dozen Kalnorians by herself and win.
Then I would still say the roleplay reason. He doesn't want Nadia to come with him, and he doesn't want to split the Fisk family.
Fair. Is anyone else in agreement with this statement?
Halfway. Would say Nadia and Aya are a no. But for the mom, I'm not sure because she has a very good reason to come.
Yeah.
Now keep in
There's
mind,
Linda.
I'm just asking for NPCs to be with you for the rest of the journey in general. There are going to be NPCs that travel with you, regardless of your choice. Like, the Visk family
okay.
is still going to
Okay.
the Isle of the Ancients anyway.
Sure.
Okay.
Because they have a
Okay,
personal stake in it.
understood.
It's not the same thing of, oh, they're coming with us to the Isle of the Ancients. It's actively participating with you in combat.
Okay, then I'm noping all of them too.
What would be your reasoning?
He just doesn't know them pretty much at all,
Okay,
and there's other people he would prioritize.
alrighty.
Yeah. Same for me.
Is everyone else in agreement with this to just automatically know the rest of the entirety of the Visk family?
Yeah, I'm good with that
Didn't
one.
they want to go in the first place?
Did you not listen to anything that I just said 2 seconds ago?
I know. I still think that is important to know. Like,
If they're coming with us to the island, they're not going to be combat NPCs for the rest of the campaign.
Question that I was asking about who to bring revolves entirely around
I'm-
combat. If there's roleplay reasons
Okay.
attached to it, sure. But that does not mean that certain NPCs are going to follow you because of
It's
story
no
Okay.
reasons.
offense. It's no offense to how you've written them, Shane. I know at least Melinda is actually a really fun character. It's just in character reasons. No. Just to be clear.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Those are all very valid points. I guess I'll agree.
Okay,
Sammy has
so
an
the
attachment
entire
to Melinda.
Visk family has been denied, it seems.
Sammy has an attachment to Melinda, but not enough to persuade the rest of the group, I think.
You could try if it's important to Sammy. It's a role-playing game. You could do it.
Here's the thing, not even taking the roleplay aspect of it into account, that's already more than enough votes against it. Plus...
Oh, you've seen 12 Angry Men.
Most people haven't.
Really? Oh.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh.
My point
It's-
exactly.
For the purposes of what I'm saying, it's a movie where one dissenting juror has to convince the rest of the jury that they're wrong and that the man is innocent. Basically, my point is, you can try to convince us, even if we all disagree with you now. It's fine. It's why we're discussing it at all. We could change our votes.
I mean, we'll probably come back to it anyway. A lot of the NPC selections were just thrown off the table, at least as of right now. But we'll go to Reich. Are there any automatic no's from you, or are they already covered?
Yeah, no more vetoes from me.
Alright, Lysandra, any automatic notes from you, or are they already covered?
I think they're already covered.
Alright, Locke,
Kate,
you're gonna say an automatic no to Kate will be your reason there.
Ooh.
because she told him that she wanted to try and start a life in Kelnor. So why drag her along, give her the chance to see about getting a job from Kane and starting up something here? You know, she'll be
Understandable.
useful.
Understandable.
I agree with Locke. I would also nope Kate.
Okay.
For the last, he doesn't know that she wants to start a life here, but he would feel like a little bit responsible and try maybe keeping her safe, and it seems to be safer here than going into the Isle and continuing with everything we're doing.
Would Locke share his reasoning about why he
He literally just did.
vetoes Kite? Okay. So then Reich would also say no, she should stay behind. If that's what she prefers anyways, then that would probably best.
So we got 3 no's. Does anyone else agree to remove Kate off the table?
The reasoning makes sense.
Lysandra also
She can
agrees.
remove-
Alright, so Kate's been removed, and then Daras, I assume that now pulls off your last one from the list.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then would Catan and Leiku have someone to just automatically veto?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then, we'll start going down people that Catan and Leiku would want to add, to which I think all that really remains out of everyone that got vetoed would be Nesa, Estelle, Sylvie, Felicity, and Guava. Yeah, that's literally everyone else. Which, that's 5 NPCs, meaning one of them needs to be dropped. Though, to be fair, just because you have 4 slots doesn't mean that you need to fill out 4 slots.
You're just trying to get us to not have the 5 NPCs so you don't have to voice all of them and keep track of the sheep.
I
I see
literally
what's
said
going on
that like
here.
a half an hour ago. I don't know what else to tell
I'm
you.
just kidding! I know it's the truth! Leave me alone! I'm trying to make a joke!
So, we have Estelle, Nesa, Sylvie, Felicity, and Guava. As I said before, you don't need to have all 4 slots filled if you don't feel that it is necessary. But do we feel that Nesa is integral to letting the group survive? Do we feel that Estelle is? Do we feel that
Yes.
Sylvie is? Do we feel that Felicity is? And do we feel that Guava is?
Guava is.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I think
go
Guava definitely.
we'll go top to bottom, starting off with Nesa, starting off with Catan and Leiku. Nesa has obviously been with the group technically the longest. I know she left Group A when you guys went to Ardwall, and it's because she cannot sail. She is just incapable of doing it. She gets extremely seasick, and she didn't want to deal with it. That's why she left. However, she is the strongest cleric that you have access to. Not to say that Lysandra is bad, it's just that Nesa is literally
got you.
built for healing. Her entire kit revolves around maximizing it. So, there's that. I do know that she does not mind not going to the Isle of the Ancients. If she were to go, she would obviously wish to talk to her parents again because she does miss them. But that's pretty much it. Estelle, obviously new to the group. The group really only knows her on 3 different occasions, which is her beating the shit out of someone, 2 people, her almost beating the shit out of one of those people again for a second time, and then threatening to kill the group, realizing who the group is, and then deciding not to. And she is currently at the top of the Telduria FBI's most wanted list.
Awesome.
Okay, hear me out, guys. All right.
You're gonna argue on behalf of Nana Estelle, aren't you?
Hold on.
No, not just because of that. Look,
There's still more before you get into debates. So there's still more. There's still some give and there is some give and take with Estelle. To those of you who have interacted with Nasa, which at least enough to know a bit more about Estelle's personality, which I think would be Catan, Leiku, and just like Sandra, I believe just those 3.
Awesome.
Did you broach the subject on Estelle? I don't think you did.
It was before we actually met her.
Okay, then the 4 of you would. I just couldn't remember if you did or not. I know you talked to her, I just can't remember if you talked about her sister or not.
Yes.
The 4 of you would know that Estelle literally has one hyper-obsessive goal in life, which is beating the shit out of a dragon.
Yeah, you did mention that. Yeah, we did.
You are currently carrying around a dragon.
Oh no!
You currently have 2
Rosin's
people who, with more dragon shrines, will look more and more like a dragon.
Rosin still thinks that she shouldn't f Manu just because Manu's a baby. Estelle's better than that. She can fight something better.
It just means that she'll grab the bread and go, "I win," but no, she'll still fight the dragon.
No.
We should take her to Orbis.
No!
Excuse me. Do not bring the dragon killer to my puzzle friend. Thank you very much.
Did she say she wanted to kill the dragon?
She said that she wanted to beat the shit out of it, which in
Yeah,
Estelle
it's different.
language usually means killing it.
Well,
Not
damn,
because she
usually-
intends on killing it. Not because she intends on killing it. But because she usually doesn't hold back in a fight. So,
Sammy just protectively holding Sarah.
then we'll go to Sylvie. Sylvie is canonically the strongest mage in the game, even accounting for other people here that are casters in the party. I know that can be a bit esoteric to describe because arcane casting is such a wide array of what is good and what isn't. But I am talking about physical raw stats. She currently has and will probably continue to hold the highest casting modifier in the game, meaning even if Leiku is really good at, her compulsion spells, even with their +6 bonus to their DCs, Sylvie's DCs still outclass them. Sure, Sylvie is more of an evocation mage, but the point still stands. The give and take, though, is that Sylvie doesn't actively like participating in combat, not because she's small and scared, but because it uses up a lot of her energy. She would also be traveling almost exclusively inside of Poppet. I know that there is a minor connection between her and Locke at the time being, though it is hard to say if it is simply like a partnership, a friendship, or something more at the time being. And then Felicity, I know this one's kind of on the fence. Lysandra and Felicity are interacting, and it could blossom into them being in an actual relationship because, Felicity is a lesbian after all. But I can't really say give or take in that regards because it all depends on how that roleplay goes. I do know that if you do vote Felicity, I can just put it as a tentative yes, and if that doesn't actually happen, then she just automatically gets removed. The give and take with Felicity is that, barring one character in the game who is the ubiquitous strongest entity walking Telduria right now, Felicity is the strongest fighter out of all of you. She also has the highest AC in the game. She is really, really hard to kill. However, she does not have any utility outside of that. I know she's got, you know, the magic scrolls and whatnot and has some minor magical affinity, but it's very small. Most of her play style is just beating someone to death with a really big shield. She's really good at it though, but that's basically all she has. And then Guava is relatively self-explanatory. She's been with the group since almost the start of the game. She is a bard. Bardic bonuses stack. It is possible to make her stay if you so wish, but it might be difficult because, you know, Guava.
I think Guava's an automatic yes. Like, I feel like Guava's literally the only one that is auto yes in. You know what I mean?
I do. Does everyone agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So we have Guava for that slot then, which means just 3 more.
Now, hear me out. I'm not trying to be biased.
You are, but continue.
I think we should leave the person who wants to punch the dragons here.
Yeah.
If we're trying to be diplomatic with dragons, yeah.
I like Estelle, but I think we should leave Estelle. She's gonna cause so many fights. It's not even just the Isle of the Ancients. If we go to Dragon Shrines, she's gonna go straight in there and fucking boff a dragon. We won't get any fucking Dragon Shrines. Like,
But she's
she'll get us
really
kicked out.
good at it though.
No, get out.
But if we bring Nesa along too, maybe.
No.
Argue
What are we
that-
gonna
that we
do?
should
Revive the dragon?
Leiku will argue that we should bring Estelle, if only for the major fact that sure, she participated in the I suppose saving of Kelnor, but Leiku does not think that that is enough to be done without her being landed in prison, and she would like to have her aunt redeem herself by doing good deeds. As long as Nesa and Leiku are there, Estelle would be kept under control.
For the
what I'm
most
thinking.
part.
Can't you just give her diplomatic immunity and it's fine as the queen?
Leiku's just gonna slowly turn her head. Oh yeah, sure. I'll just give anybody I like diplomatic immunity. I'm sure the people would not mind that at all. Or think
I mean,
that
it
that's
is kinda your
unfair.
I mean, she didn't commit any crimes in Kelnor.
No, but that's actually a good point. It's Kelnor still has to foster good relations with the other nations. If we get an issue where, you know, all of the royal family is immune to criminal charges, we kind of might run into an issue.
The other problem is she is wanted, and if we're gonna take her with us, like, literally everywhere, I think that might still be a problem. Like, forget the
Rob was wanted
dragon.
for a while.
That alone is a problem.
Rob was wanted for a while, and it was fine.
Is Guava still wanted anymore?
No, because, again, diplomatic immunity
No,
came
because
to
she
help with
earned
that.
the diplomatic immunity. She earned it.
But Estelle is, like, still super wanted.
Nobody
Like,
knows what
to the
Estelle
point
looks
that
like.
we'll
We're fine.
also get arrested with her.
Nobody knows what Estelle looks like. Do we have wanted posters for Estelle around Telduria?
No.
No.
So we're fine.
Nobody knows who has been doing the murdering of the other generals, but Leiku's afraid that when they do eventually figure that out, there will be no case for Estelle. There will be no reason to not keep her in jail. So to bring her along with us and to have like witnesses see that she is redeeming herself, or at least trying to equate or not be a criminal, then there would be less of a chance that she would be sent to prison for life.
Presumably.
I think
I'm
we can
not
cross
sure
that
if
bridge
that's
when
how
we get there.
crime works, but sure.
Yeah, I'm still saying no because I don't think bringing Estelle outweighs the actual bad shit that could happen. I don't think the positives we get with her could outweigh that.
I mean, come on,
A
we
lot
were
of
criminals
things.
once too. Remember when we were pirates? That was fun, right? Right? Yeah.
No, not fun. Thank you. I looked like a bimbo for 2 months.
Technically,
No, you
Stan
didn't.
and I
You were
also
like,
wanted
weren't you like an
criminals.
Amazon?
Excuse you,
I
Lysandra.
was a bimbo. I had
You
big
were-
fucking
you were an-
knockers.
You were an Amazoness. You were an Amazoness goddess.
I was a bimbo.
I'm the bimbo. Excuse.
I was also a bimbo. We were both being sold to the
I'm
same
voting in
man.
favor of Estelle. Both you guys. God damn it.
Yeah, since Leiku
Pointed.
thinks she and Estelle can keep, she and Nasa can keep Estelle in track, Reich will also be in favor of Estelle. As long as they make her not beat up Samanu and
I mean, you
ruin
can
our diplomatic intentions with
you
the
can
other
add
dragon.
her. You can add her later. You are going to the Isle of the Ancients. There really isn't much to have her quote unquote do good deeds for.
Okay.
So do we say no right now and get her when we come back to Kelnor?
It's entirely up to you. I'm just pointing out the fact that Leiku is arguing that, she can keep her in check. She would like Estelle to at least do some good deeds. I'm just pointing out what good deeds you're going to go talk to 2 dragons that she may or may not fight. Probably will fight.
I'm saying we just pick her up later if you really, really want her to do good. Just pick her up when we're not going to see massive dragons that she will want to bop
Yeah.
with her giant weapon.
I don't even mind the fighting dragon parts, it's just that we are trying to engage in diplomacy with said dragons.
I mean, I kind of mind the giant dragon part. I don't want to fight a dragon. I
don't?
don't
Estelle
want
will
to
take
fight a
offense
dragon.
Coward.
Estelle will take offense to this.
I'm not a
What?
coward. Have you seen them? They live for fucking thousands of years. They have
Okay.
fire for
Yeah.
breath. Or, well, presumably they have fire. I don't know the anatomy of a dragon. I don't even know the anatomy of a spider.
In the
Anyways,
forest.
they're
He's been
mean.
living for hundreds of years. You don't seem to be afraid of him.
Zerna's
don't
lived
even-
for Zerna's
don't
lived for like
even know the-
half a fucking millennium.
Don't even know the anatomy of a spider. Fucking points to Gosa. Hello, my son.
Do you
Who's your
think
right
that
here
I'm
has
getting
acid
all up
breath?
in Gosa to check his anatomy?
Yeah. Acid Breath's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we've dealt with each thing you mentioned just now. We've dealt with in our own way at some point. We can fight a dragon. You're a
And
wuss.
everything you're saying
No,
just
no,
means a
I
dragon
am
is
a
the
coward.
perfect thing to test yourself against.
Look,
If we
no,
can
we're
avoid
going.
fighting a dragon, I'd rather avoid fighting a dragon.
We are going on a diplomatic mission. As much as I understand that Estelle can be reeled back, her goal is to punch a dragon's lights out. Not taking Surha and Zamanu into account here, we probably should not bring the dragon puncher to go on a diplomatic mission to go talk to dragons. We'll leave her here. We'll come back for her. For right now, she stays.
Your terms are acceptable.
Yeah, good plan. I like it.
Okay, we can discuss it when we get back to Kelnor the second time.
I'm all for giving her a redemption arc. But not when that redemption arc involves going and talking to the thing she wants to punch.
She doesn't need a redemption arc. She hasn't done anything wrong.
I mean, she's done a lot of things wrong, just debatable morally if they were wrong. But she still is doing very wrong things by smashing some man's head out instead of
She has assassinated people who work with Meredith.
sure. But
That
they
is
could have
nothing
been brought
wrong.
to actual justice.
That is actual justice.
Not in the
I
terms
agree,
of the
yeah.
law.
I don't care about the law.
I know you don't care about the law, but once she
in the
gets
eyes of
arrested,
the
you're
law,
gonna care about it.
Estelle
in the
doesn't
eyes
care
of the
about the law
law,
either.
taking off my head is actual justice. Just for what I have on my back. I don't care.
I don't see. Oh well.
Estelle doesn't care about the law either, so.
Are you saying that as the GM? Is God speaking right now?
Yeah, Jod is speaking right now.
John is speaking. Thank you, John.
This is the
for
first
your-
time
for
Lysandra
your-
actually tried to be lawful. I like this.
Yes, the only time I'm like, yes, lawful, I'm
For
being
our
lawful.
next little leg of the adventure, I think it best if Estelle stays here, and then we can bring her along for the next leg.
Okay, I think that's I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Let's do that. If everybody else thinks that's fine.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you're still a coward for not wanting to fight a dragon, but yeah.
Shut up. Shut up, Rosin.
All right,
Sarah,
the next one
fight.
would be Sylvie.
I think Sylvie should come along. I think she's going to be pretty important to the story of a few characters at least.
I agree. We
Yeah.
definitely do.
The immediate I agree.
She's important to a couple of us, not
to be
she
fair,
is.
on a meta level, I completely agree. On a in character level, we could always do with an extra, arcane caster, especially one as
Sylvia
powerful as we have seen.
Sylvia
Yeah,
has shown that she
agreed.
is not only reliable, but incredibly powerful. I think it would be helpful to have her along.
Yeah. I agree.
So we have a couple of agrees.
Bring her.
Is everyone in agreement of bringing along Locke's future girlfriend?
Well,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Yes,
I
figure.
wouldn't say he's against, but he will abstain because he doesn't get along with her too well.
Well, maybe if you were a better person.
No,
Damn.
No.
don't care, didn't ask.
Oh my god.
It's okay. You're not meant to get along with every NPC anyway.
Yeah, Sammy doesn't get along with most of them.
I know.
Quava hates Bliss.
All right. So Sylvie's coming along. The next one would be Nasa.
Yes.
Please, Nasa,
Yeah.
please. We need you.
Please. What do you mean we need you? What's this supposed to mean? You don't think the other cleric is reliable?
No.
But do you
Oh.
know what's better than one cleric? Two cleric.
Goodbye. Oh man, I'm crying now.
I feel very safe with our one cleric. I would feel even safer with a second cleric.
In fairness,
more
though,
heals is
Sammy
always
also
better.
heals, so technically you do have two healers. We don't actually need Nasa, but I would
Rosin's
still
Yes,
half
we do,
healing,
shut up.
too. We have like 5 healers.
I
We
would
have
still like
multiple
you. Shut up.
healers.
No, you guys don't count as actual healers. I don't care if you can make a
Ooh.
single fucking little potion. Get your
Healer-
ass out of here. I
healer
have 13
racism, I
channel
see.
energies.
Healer racism. I see.
I'm defending my healer position. I'm not letting myself
Elitism is
get...
what
Sammy-
we shall call.
Do I have
Sammy's just
13? No, I
gonna
only
hold
have
her.
10 of them.
Classism.
Sammy's just gonna hold her hands up. Healing aside, Nasa has proven to be both incredibly capable and she's proven to be incredibly reliable. I think it would be fair to bring her along, because while Lysandra is a very, very competent healer, she's done
Thank
an
you.
amazing job. Between her channels and locking my extracts, we only have so many heals a day. If things get rough, having a little extra on hand would be nice. Not to mention, she's helped us this far along.
Rosin's casted a healing spell and almost every combat encounter is completely ignored. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
channel
wanna
energies.
feel like
Try
it's
48 rounds of
traumatized.
soothing performance.
Shut up, YGF.
10 channel energies.
Shut up.
Nothing.
When your
Absolutely
heal
nothing.
when your
out of
heal
character.
modifier gets above a 30, you can come talk to me.
Out of character here.
150 rounds of healing versus 10. Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute.
So
How
much.
many other spells do I have? Hold on. Let's check this.
Does it get up
5.
to 150? Does it get up to 150? I want you to tell me. 150 rounds of healing. Let me hear it. Let me hear you doing 150 rounds.
Out
Okay,
of
wait a minute,
character,
hold on.
Sammy points a finger at Rosin and casts Slumber. Anywho,
Fucking.
What's your heal?
Why
bar?
Of course, Rosin,
we
not the
were-
one
we
who
were-
started the
Session.
argument, the one who's
we
winning
run
it.
out of healing.
just points at fucking Lysandra and Rosin, casts Slumber. Anyways, so, Nesa? Yes?
All right, I think
Yes,
Nesa is
please,
another
Nesa.
automatic yes.
Yeah, she
I
is.
think so.
Next is Felicity.
I think it's fair to say, with what we've seen Felicity do, having a capable fighter on hand would be really, really helpful.
She's a really good tank.
Do we even have
Out
a
of
slot for
character.
another person?
Yeah, this is the last.
Yeah.
This is the 4th slot. Because Estelle
Well,
was
what
a
I-
no.
Is there anyone else missing? Or is this just whether or not we bring up? full
This is
slot?
the last one, yeah. Like, this is literally the last NPC to talk about.
Meta-wise, I am saying yes. In character, Liz watched her stop a fucking cannonball, so she says yes.
Honestly, meta-wise,
We don't have a
Sammy is
tank.
saying yes, out of character. Yes, let's bring the person who can drop the sky on people.
Yeah, that too. I mean, that was only using a scroll, you know? We can't always rely on magic scrolls, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what other fucking bag of tricks does she have?
Good point.
I want to see what Felicity's capable of.
She has 2
not
tower
to
shields,
mention-
right?
Yeah, she has 2 tower shields, so it's beating you to death with a tower shield.
She literally
Not
has
to
one
mention-
tower shield in each hand?
Yeah, she
Yes.
carries 1 tower shield in each hand.
Oh my
Not
god.
to mention,
I love
it'd
this
be
woman.
nice if Lysandra could have her girlfriend on the trip. So I vote
I
yes.
will-
Did you not see the
She's
art
not-
before? I can put it in the bot channel if you didn't.
Yeah, please, because I only saw the one that you put in the roleplay
Yeah,
channel.
this is. She carries 2 tower shields in each hand.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love her. I need her. She's gonna be my future girlfriend. I'm not messing this roleplay up. Bring my girlfriend!
Hey, Catgirl.
Yeah, she's 28 in strength. Yeah, she's a 28 in strength. She's ridiculously strong.
She has more strength than me!
So out of
This
character.
is what she looks like out of armor, by the way.
She's hot, guys.
Oh, she's
real
gorgeous.
fucking hot.
Yeah, no shit.
I landed a baddie. I'm gonna land a baddie. I'm not messing this one
I mean,
up.
as long as you don't call it a baddie, we don't
anything
use that
yet.
language here.
Oh, damn it.
So, genuinely speaking here, I do think it would be fair to bring Felicity. She's a powerhouse, and having someone who can kind of tank a lot of what a lot of us can't.
Mm-hmm.
You mean
Because
everything?
we don't have a tank. Like, we don't, we don't
AKA
have a
everything?
tank. Actually, I think Taras is kind of tanky.
Weren't you
I'm
supposed to be the
pretty tanky.
tank
I'm
originally?
just not getting it hit.
Yeah, Lysandra, you were supposed to be the tank.
Okay, alright. You say that until I rolled a bunch of fucking 2s and 3s on my HP, and now I have less HP than Catan.
Did you remember your con modifier?
I did, and I'm still at
Okay.
172. I have not even broken
You're
nearly
at
into 200.
172?
You're
Uh-huh.
Sammy too.
That
I'm
How does
so
Sammy have more?
serious.
that
What?
doesn't seem right. Yeah, I think you need to be
That's
careful.
I-
over my
I'm a bard
bloody...
at one. I'm
No,
a bard at 171.
YGF, I will message you and I will show you, and you can
Okay.
see exactly
You
what
do-
happened.
Did you make sure to, max HP for your new class?
Yes.
Okay.
You have 1 more HP than I do. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna say yeah
No, I
on
didn't.
this NPC.
So technically, I'm 180.
Yeah, I absolutely
We're getting
agree.
distracted now, regardless.
Sorry.
I know Lysandra's gonna say yes, that's perfectly fine. In character. If you don't fuck up the role play. There is the relationship reason. And the other reason that Lysandra gave is that Felicity did tank an actual cannonball and just dropped all of its inertia.
Boop, 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 boop.
I know Katana's fucking terrified of her.
But he does need to learn from her for his training to be complete, so yes.
I mean, the
You should
training's
help.
gonna happen before you guys leave, so that would be inconsequential to the reason. So far, I technically only have one yes. Is anyone else gonna speak up?
I said yes.
Okay, so two
Sammy
yeses.
also said yes.
Yes.
Sammy's
Lock would agree.
Alright, so then Felicity, I'll put a tentative there for now,
Unless I seriously fuck up.
which you were known to do. So,
Rough.
Alright, we have 2 more lines of dialogue to do in the roleplay so I don't fuck it up.
there's
Will you
a
save
lot
me?
more than
Yes,
just that.
there
It's
we
just
go.
one another day, but whatever. Regardless, this is what we have here for now. I'm actually gonna have everyone pause the music on the word go. I know it's a little weird, but it'll make sense in just a moment, I promise. So on go, pause the music. 3, 2, 1, go. So, after that discussion with everyone sitting down and chatting with each other, trying to figure out what you wanted to do come, after the Isle of the Ancients, how you wanted to tackle it, who you wanted to bring with you to try and, effectively excavate this particular area to locate the land of the dead, Guava returns to the group, to which she is carrying her bass guitar and her sister's drums. To which she looks at the group, her eyes scanning the room, and you can tell that she's a little awkward in this particular moment. She locks eyes with pretty much everyone that is there before clearing her throat and looking at Rosin, and she'll stare at him for a brief period before playing music, to which you can just play at any time. It's not a very long song.
Wait, could we be strange? Do we behave like people who are meant to be together? Maybe totally fine, pairing divine. It can feel like we're the only two that get it, baby. I can do this, yeah, I can. Though I may not understand how to be enough to handle your big heart. Make your moves and I'll make mine. Picture perfect, so we try. Maybe I don't want to lie. It's changing me fast, falling so hard. Couldn't plan these feelings. Pick up the shots of the pain I'm wielding. Hold off for the cards. Yeah, I trust who's dealing. You got my heart. Who knows what it's revealing? Wait, how does this feel? Like it's so real. Hey, I think we're meant to be together, baby. Wait for the curse. So far we match, and yet there's nothing you could say to change my taste. I can do this, yeah, I can. Though I may not understand how to be enough to handle your big heart. Make your moves and I'll make mine. Picture perfect, so we try. Maybe I don't want to lie. It's changing me fast, falling so hard. Couldn't plan these feelings. Pick up the shots of the pain I'm wielding. Hold off for the cards. Yeah, I trust who's dealing. You got my heart. Who knows what it's revealing? Dark secrets are
So, Rosin,
Oh no.
you can just continue the session music if you so wish now. You don't have to do 3, 2, 1, go. It's just gonna be playing this groovy beat for the rest of the session.
Okay.
So, Guava came in, awkwardly looked at pretty much everyone that was there before staring down Rosin enough to more or less get his sole attention in this regard before playing her song. To which, the moment she does, the awkwardness that she has almost entirely disappears. And this is one of the moments where, instead of holding back or hiding the colors, she lets it emanate across the entire room. So much so that everyone else who isn't a bard can also see it.
Rosin will approach her slowly and open his mouth to say something once or twice and really not know what to say, and just try to pull her into a hug.
She stands there, awkwardly being hugged, mostly because she genuinely has no idea how to react.
Hug him back.
To which she will stammer and then stumble over herself and awkwardly ask, "Is that a yes?"
Hi. I love you.
Upon hearing that, Guava will have this smile very slowly crawl across her face, to which she will then hug Rosin back twice as tight as he is hugging her.
Let's fucking go!
Sin hasn't said anything.
Well, Leica wouldn't say anything.
Well, he didn't say
How smug is she looking?
Very. Very. Very, very smug. She looks like that cat with the knife pointing at it.
Smug is incomprehensible, I guess. Alright, well. Once the hug is broken, she sets her instruments aside. She happily takes Rosin's hand in hers and stands there before looking around at the rest of the group, realizing that everyone was in this big discussion and conversation in regards to something she obviously doesn't know. So she eventually lets go of Rosin's hand and says, "I'll be elsewhere," and starts to pick up her things and leave.
Why not stick around?
Okay, and she leaves anyway.
You have
just
acquired
gonna
a
call
skittish
out
one.
after. You did a great job, sweetie.
Okay, she moves faster.
Bye.
You have acquired a skittish one. Very proud of the both of you.
You guys are making this very, very, very much more difficult than it needs to be.
Well, that's our job.
How is this any difficult?
What do you mean?
You just got a
Hey,
beautiful
let's move
song
on.
sang for you.
Like he doesn't get it.
Come on, talk about your feelings with us.
Not letting you fucking. Whatever.
looks over to Catan. Yeah, he's in stunned silence. I see it in his I see it in his eyes.
I mean, rather than probably grinning ear to ear, I don't know if stunned would be the right word.
Catan is just Catan this entire time would be just like, oh, okay, that's a nice song.
Dumbass!
That's nice. Oh, they hug. That's nice too. Oh, just like internally.
What a nice pair of roommates.
Oh my god.
They were very good friends.
Great friends.
Wow, I can't believe they're such good acquaintances. Fair to
So,
say we
Rosin,
can
how do
move
you
on.
how do you feel that Guava wrote and composed an entire song to ask you out?
Like I said, he's grinning from ear to ear. He's pretty giddy.
Even though she then immediately ran away.
Well, he figures that she probably needs some time to process things. And we'll
Well,
talk to her later here.
I will discuss one last thing before the session ends. I know shopping would be next, but shopping is pretty basic, honestly. I don't think I need to sit here with each and every single one of you to tell you how to do shopping. I can just have you
You
guys...
remember the bodies. Whatever the fuck that meant.
We are
Yeah,
supposed to
I'm about to
remind
get to
you
that.
of the
In
body.
regards...
Okay, yeah.
I'm about to get to that, yep. In regards to shopping itself, what I would like you all to do is just to come up with a list. I will tell you how much gold you have to spend once the session is over, because I'll include it on the EXP stuff that I have calculated over here. But the bodies, that's actually referring to the Dayrune family. You know, the people that you fucking killed.
Obviously.
Every single child and the dad were wearing belts of physical perfection +6 and headbands of mental superiority +6. Who wants them?
Yep. One for me. One of each
How
for
many
me.
how many do we have?
Well, there was 5 kids and a dad, so that's 6 of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. 9 characters if we include Vivi, 10 characters if we include Daisy. Now, Vivi, you don't actually have to do that. She has been saving her money. She just spent all of her money doing her upgrades. I've already done her upgrades. So you do not need to spend for Vivi, but Daisy does not have anything.
I'm sure now I would say Rosin desperately wants one of the headbands. If you can get that and a belt, it'd be nice, but he really wants a headband.
Alright, then we'll do headbands
Locke is in the same
first.
situation.
We'll do headbands first. Headbands are obviously important to casters, to which it's important to people who actually care about their casting, to which that would be Leiku, Rosin, Lysandra, Locke, and Sammy. Dadas, I know you can cast spells, but are they that important to you? I know Catan can cast spells, but I think all of them are like self-buffs, so that doesn't actually
They're
scale.
self-buffs. I don't think he really would desire one.
Yeah, that scales.
He's more looking at the belts.
Yeah, and that doesn't really scale off of like how big your mental fortitude is. It's just spells per day. To which, if you're only casting like 4 spells that you even give a shit about, and they're all buffs, not actually like a save DC or damage dependent, then you probably don't need it. But then there's Daisy, who actually does care about her casting. So obviously we can give headbands to those, but the last one would be between Dadas and Daisy, to which Dadas, do you care about your spells that much?
No, it's probably a lot better on Daisy.
Probably a lot better on Daisy.
Yeah,
Wait,
definitely.
what about Sylvie?
Sylvie has her own, actually.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Those NPCs, they have their own mechanics when it comes to items.
Cool.
But yeah, give it to Daisy. It's like a little bit more healing, but that's basically all I get from it.
Alright, and then I'll just start left to right. So, Sammy, that means you would be getting one of the headbands of mental superiority. Do you already have a headband of some kind on your sheet?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Which one?
I have a headband of mental superiority.
Yeah, which one?
+2.
+2. Okay, so let me pull up the wonders. Fuck, wrong. Let me pull up that.
Fuck.
Mental superiority. Alright, so, since this is an item that you're getting, and then you can just sell it if you so wish, you can. You can give it to Dadas instead if you want. That's assuming Dadas doesn't already have a headband. Do you have a headband, Dadas?
I have a +2.
Okay, so Sammy, you'd just be selling yours, to which you would just increase your gold by 8,000.
Let's go.
And then in your, section 5 area, you would switch the headband of mental superiority from +2 to +6, and then you would increase your int, whiz, and cha by 4, because you're going from a +2 to a +6, meaning it's increasing by 4. Meaning the modifiers, all those modifiers increase by 2, to which then you need to go to your skills and everywhere else where int, whiz, and cha are being called for and increase the ability modifiers and the ability modifiers by 2 for all of those places. And then for int in particular, you automatically gain skill points retroactively, to which you gain... It's equal to your level for every single time the modifier goes up by 1, so you just gained 42 skill points.
Oh, God.
Have fun. That's why I did you
Enjoy.
first. Locke, you would be next. Do you already have a headband?
Yeah, I already have a +2.
Alrighty, so just increase your gold by 8,000, and then in section 5 you just change the name from +2 to +6. And then your int, whiz, and cha go up by 4, and it's the same deal.
Yeah.
You just go through the whole thing, and then
No
you
worries.
just got 42 more skill points to play with. Have fun. It's basically like 2 skills that you can max out if you so wish, or you can just disperse it however you want. And then we go to Lysandra. Do you already have a headband?
I have a headband, but not that headband.
Which one?
I have my phylactery of positive channeling, and I'm sad because now I'm gonna have to get rid of it.
That's not a headband?
It is a headband.
What the fuck?
I looked it up. It is indeed the slot headband.
Oh, it is a headband. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. You have 4 slots, you can put them wherever you want.
Okay, I'm
Just
wearing
as
2 headbands.
As long as you have 4 slots open, that's all that matters. That's why I was
Yes, I
asking
have
if you.
1 slot more.
That's why I was asking if you already had like one of the stat boosting headbands, because
Oh,
the
yeah,
stat
no,
boosts,
I don't have one of those.
the stat boosts can't stack.
I have the belt, but no headband. So I'm
Okay,
good
okay.
for that.
Which means you're gonna put in your slot headband of mental superiority +6. Then you go up to your stats, your int, whiz, cha. All of them are increasing by 6, which means the modifier is increasing for each of them by 3,
I get so many skill points.
which means you then need to go through everything and check to see, everything that is in
Yeah.
relation to your int, whiz, and cha, where it's calling for. For you in particular, there's probably quite a few feats that you now have to adjust, because it's like 3 plus your wisdom modifier. That's how many times you can do it per day or some shit like that.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Does my wisdom modifier cap out at any point?
No.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Pathfinder. This is why it's better than 5e.
It's a fucking 30, guys. I
Yeah.
can't. That's so
Hell
big.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big
Hell yeah.
number.
It's a plus
You
10.
don't gotta say it like that. God damn. It's
Shut
so
up.
big.
I mean, it is.
With a big pulsing wisdom modifier.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
Why are you being weird about this?
because you were. But to continue, all the modifiers increased by 3. Again, skill points are retroactive. Because your intelligence modifier went up by 3, you don't get 42, you get 63.
Okay.
You just max
If
out
you-
like 3
writing
skills.
that
If
down.
you want to make it easy on yourself, just pick 3 skills and max them out.
Okay.
Like, if you don't want to distribute it wildly or weirdly, just pick 3 skills in your skill table and just max them out to 21 because you're, level 21.
Okay.
Like 3 new ones, not old ones.
Yeah. No. I know. Don't
Okay,
worry.
just
I know.
making sure. Have fun with
Okay.
that. Rosin, do you already have a headband?
I do, I have the +2.
Alright, so you can get 8,000 gold, that you can just increase your gold by 8,000, and then you know the drill. Your stats go up by 4, the modifiers go up by 2, you get 42 skill points. Have fun adjusting fucking everything on your sheet.
Yay!
And I mean like everything on your sheet.
Yes. All my performances, all my fucking spells and shit.
Yeah, it's basically everything for you. And then Leiku, you'd be getting the last one, and it's the same process. Do you have a headband from before or no?
Yes, I did.
Which one?
+2.
Alright, so increase your gold
So,
by
same
8,000. And it's the same process. Increase your gold by 8,000. Change that number from +2 to +6. Increase your int, wiz, and sha by 4. The modifiers all increase by 2.
Yep.
You get 42 skill points. And then, you don't have to adjust too much on your sheet, I think. Like
No,
outside
I
of
don't.
outside of just adjusting the ability modifiers. But I
Yeah.
don't think there's too
Very
much.
happy about that charisma.
All right, and then we move on to the 6 belts of physical perfection. I know that Reich, Didas, Lysandra, and Catan are your main, your big fighters of the group.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Are they
assume
included in that?
Vivi already paid for hers.
Oh.
I also
Ah,
already
thank you
have
very
one.
much,
I
Jack.
got one from Ioni.
Hold on. So obviously you 4 would be getting it, but there's 2 left, to which.
He just said he had one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, you already have a +6?
Yes, I got the one from
Oh,
Ioni.
okay. So that means there's 3 left. So I know Reich would be getting 1, Catan would be getting 1, and Lysandra would be getting 1. But there's technically 5 people to get the last 3 from. Because it's Sammy, Locke, Rosin, and Leiku. To which, then there's Daisy as the 5th one. Because remember, she is now part of it. Crazy that's a lot of players. Yes, I'm actually very talented at running a lot of players. So
I do
who-
want one.
So
I do
who-
want one.
You want one?
My, okay, so as a bard, my armor's pretty shit. The armor gets pretty shit. My AC is pretty shit.
That's what bracers of armor and ring of protections are for.
But those are wondrous items, and I have better uses for those slots.
I guess that's fair if
And
you so
also,
wish.
my fortitude save is very shit. I get hit with something that stuns me, and I'm pretty much out of the game. So, I would also like more health. That's another reason. And also, I've been kind of towing the line with my carry weight, even with a bag of holding. I actually can't even get a bigger bag of holding because it's too heavy for me to carry.
Oh my god.
So that
It's
is
kinda
that is
funny.
my argument for why Rosin would want one, is because he really needs better dex, con, and strength across the board.
Well, it's up to the collective group to see if they want to give one to you.
Yeah, no, there's mine. If anyone has their own reasons, the headband is what I really needed, but that's my reason for wanting one of these as well.
Locke would like one for a similar reason, but he also wouldn't fight for one. If it's there, he would take it, but he wouldn't fight for it, so...
I would say for your character in particular, it may not be as big a deal. Because you are...
No, it's mostly for the increase in... Like, the small increases for...
health and
AC
hit
and
AC.
yeah.
Also, the poor guy can't even make a full attack with guns because he can't carry enough guns for that.
That's
it's literally that I can't swap them out. If I had quick draw, I could. Although I am looking to rectify that. So...
Are there materials that can fix that?
There is a Hands Wondrous item that will allow me to fix that.
Oh, okay.
And it would kind of fit with reusing the Layla talisman.
I was gonna say...
enchanted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there's one that effectively gives you quick draw as a wondrous item, and there's another one, I think it's a bandolier of some kind that actually is specifically made for gun use and further increases your reload rate.
Really?
Yes, I think it's a bandolier of some kind, but it does help you with your reload rate, and if you carry it with all of the proper feats, your reloads go to swift action. It's very funny. At least for pistols.
Which is all I use.
To which, in theory, actually allows you to use your full BAB. Because if it's a swift action to reload, it's no longer a move action, meaning it's in between your own actions.
Hell yeah.
But that is something, at the very least. Sammy, I know, uses their dex a little bit more than Locke does, but that's because her build is for throwing things specifically, so more dex means that she can throw it further. Leiku probably doesn't really need it outside of the HP boost. Like, sure, your dex, your AC sucks.
Yeah.
But, it's not really detrimental. You're on a cat most of the time. And then Daisy is technically a combat class, so dexterity is actually pretty important.
Yeah, I would very much want Daisy to get one.
Catan would as well.
So where do you think these three should go? I know some people
Okay,
said
we got
Rosin.
3.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Rosin, Sammy, and Daisy.
Rosin, Sammy, and Daisy. Alright.
Like I said, Locke wouldn't fight for it. Leiku doesn't make the best use of it. Those 3 do. So that's my vote anyway.
Alrighty.
I would agree with that sentiment, yeah.
In which case, I will go from right to left this time, starting off with Catan. Does Catan already have a belt of physical perfection or a belt of some kind?
Yes, a +2.
Alright, it's going to increase Catan's... I think it is, let's see. Yeah, so increase Catan's gold by 8,000, and then his strength, dex, and con all go up by 4, which increases their modifier by 2, to which you then have to go through for all the places that strength and dex are called for, and then you gain HP, 1 HP for every character level twice, so Catan just gained 42 HP.
Nice.
So hooray for that. And then go ahead with adjusting, then we go to Rosin. Do you have a belt before or no?
He's currently...
Oh, Rosin just stepped away.
Bug. Okay, we'll go to Lysandra. Do you have a belt from before or no?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It was a +2.
It's a +2. Okay. So again, you just change it from +2 to +6. You increase your strength, dex, and con by 4, and then the modifiers all go up by 2, and then you obviously have to readjust your sheet for when it calls for those modifiers. But at the very least, you did just gain 42 HP.
I'm question.
Mhm.
My belt only had strength and con on it before, so do I add 6 dex?
Oh, then yes, you would.
Okay, so 4 strength and con and 6 dex.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
I thought you had a belt of physical perfection. My bad. That means you probably had.
Oh, I had physical might.
You had the physical might. So you don't get 8,000 gold, you get 5,000 gold.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I just forgot. It happens. It's okay.
I didn't realize they were separate things.
They 100% are.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Back. Did we already divvy up all the belts?
Yeah, you got one. I asked if you had a
Yay.
belt.
No.
Okay, so you just get to add the belt of physical perfection plus 6 to your sheet, as is, and then your strength, dex, and con all go up by 6, which means their modifiers go up by 3, which means you just gain 63 HP.
Hell yeah.
That means we go to Dadas. Okay, Dadas is already there. Locked and get one. Sammy is next. Sammy, did you have a belt from before or no?
I do. I have a belt of physical perfection +2.
Alright, so you increase your gold by 8,000. You change that name from +2 to +6. You go up to the top of your sheet and you increase your strength, dex, and con by 4. All those modifiers increase by 2. And then, just the usual go through the sheet, change the modifiers, blah, blah, blah. And then you also gain 42 HP. Because
Sammy has
retroactive.
258 HP.
Nice. And then we go to Reich.
Yeah, same for me. I had a +2.
Alrighty, so same process. You gain 8,000. Your strength, dex, and con go up by 4. Your modifiers increase by 2. You get 42 HP, and make sure that you go through and change all the appropriate modifiers that your sheet calls for. And then I have to do math on my end for Daisy, just across the board in general, for her HP as well as skill points. I guess that'll be it for today's session. Alright? So, I would like to thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, and good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.